Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Transfer Deadline Madness. All right, this is an ungodly hour. This is completely unprecedented. We have never done this before. In fact, this is our first time taking a jab at the Deadline Day Transfer Madness. Let's see how far this can actually take us. All right, this is a pure test of stamina because at this hour, many of us have gone to La La Land, but today, sleep is for the weak. For tonight only, everybody should be awake, especially if you're a football fan. And especially if you're a Chelsea fan, wake up. If you're an Arsenal fan, wake up. If you're an Aston Villa fan, why are you guys even asleep? Wake up! And, eh, wait. Let me turn this off. This looks interesting. Oh, expletive right at 12:30 a.m. Somebody is not happy, I guess. Fuck Stevie
Hello?
G.
Hello?
Hello?
Can somebody hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm underwater. Hello?
Tips. I think at this point in time, I think that joke has been grossly overused. You gotta change. You have to change something. Hey, we got Tips with us for tonight, so I won't be alone. I won't be rambling by myself because Tips, right? You heard my intro just now.
Yep.
If you're an avid football fan, right, no matter who you support, unless of course if you're a true fan of the SPL, the local league, then why are you even sleeping? You should be awake, right, Tips?
Exactly. It
You
is the
okay, my
time.
man?
Yes,
You
no,
look
I'm not.
disorientated. You look disjointed. You look disheveled. Are you okay, Tips?
Let's not go there. Let's see what
I mean,
happens in the next 6 hours,
oh,
right?
somebody is whispering. I like it.
Fuck Villa. Fuck Steven Gerrard. Fuck Perslow.
Okay, bring
Fuck
it on.
everyone.
Release
Okay.
everything. Okay.
Everybody was lucky I couldn't get on the show earlier because of school. What
Okay.
the fuck has been happening?
Ooh,
No system. Tactically inept piece of shit. And
shit.
all
Wow.
he's known, all he's good for is to just slip and just fucking slip his life away.
Ooh.
Cunt of a manager, and don't
Okay.
even get me started and say please give him time. Just like
Okay.
how Arteta needed time. Arteta spent his due reserves as a
Uh huh.
second as an assistant to
Hmm.
Master Pep. This fucker, this
Hmm.
imposter,
Hmm.
needed Michael Beale to
Uh
actually
huh.
run the reins at Rangers, and he just stood there like one dog. And don't
Ooh.
even tell me that he brought in Coutinho, because that doesn't matter, because what the fuck has Coutinho been doing?
Wow.
Nothing. So he can fuck out of my club.
Wow. I can't believe that I signed up for this actually. I rushed back all the way from Jalan Buruh to Sengkang. I beat a couple of red lights so that I can open up the show listening to you pouring your hearts out. But keep the energy. All right, because I'm going to talk about Stevie G because it's going to be a long night for us. So I'm pretty sure we'll be more than occupied with just more than transfer news. You are turning green tonight. You are turning green, my man. Hey, Tips, we aren't alone, all right? Because I think Aston Villa will be set for a busy few hours. And the same can be said about my club, Arsenal, and
Yep.
another guy, all right? Apparently, they're looking for the next best thing, right? After sliced bread, which is Dan James. That one failed. So Dan James is making a right swerve from the North
Correct.
London. He went west to Fulham
West.
instead. So let's see.
Surprisingly, right? Surprisingly,
Surprisingly, so
North
let's
London to
see.
West London.
Maybe there is one interesting point that we can actually just keep a close eye on, Tips, because you know this guy definitely needs a right winger, and we
That's true.
bring in together with us Bantalat,
Hello, boys.
Nabil Bantalat.
Banter.
Hey, Noah, wait. What's happening with the transfer for Dan James? I thought you spoke to me today, right, at about 12. Not now, right, but about exactly 12 hours ago. You were talking about Dan James making a swoop from Leeds
Hmm.
to Spurs. What happened, man? And Guru Kartik Paran,
I
Arsenal.
tell you, and before you even go to the Dan James, before you go to
Saliba.
before you go to the Dan James topic, right?
Uh,
Me and Guru spoke for 30 minutes on the phone. We were
wow.
talking about the demise, the shithole Villa in, and how
Demise?
a fuck, bro.
Demise.
It's a fucking demise, lah, bro. We're gonna get relegated,
Tips.
bro. It's gonna
That's an
happen.
over.
It's okay.
That's a big
The
overspill of a negative emotion. We have yet to reach 10 games mark, and yet you are calling this a demise.
you see before we go into the transfers, right? Okay,
Hey,
let me
don't
okay.
don't don't forget to share our own content on our
Oh
own
yeah,
Facebook
that's true.
pages.
That's true.
Shameless,
It's true.
shameless
It's true.
FC. All right,
It's okay.
but
We
you
are
go on, but
shameless.
you go on.
We are
I'm
shameless
listening to you
FC.
as well.
Okay. Earlier, my rant was just mindless with
Uh-huh.
all the explicitives. Right now, let me
Okay,
let me let me be a bit more.
okay.
Let me be a bit more
Okay,
logical here.
can I warm and comfort your soul by bringing another guy, the
Sure.
guy, all
Bring
right,
the person in.
from the future that could effectively end the reign of that cunt of a manager. Not my
Mhm.
words, your words, all right. So let's bring in the guy, the Punisher, the guy who is supposed if he okay. You remember when we played this game, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Finish him. Fatality. So here's the one and only Zabe Boy.
Zombie! Hey,
What up,
Wait.
what up?
Whoa, somebody's rocking the brand new Awaken, my
That's
man.
right.
So brand new haircut also.
Brand new
That's right.
haircut. I'm pretty sure I know where he got this from. All right, I'm not gonna expose him online. So this is
Expose
not
lah.
probably the same shop. All right. Wow, midnight show. Yes, this is a midnight
Hey,
show.
Wow,
Only us.
midnight
Only
midnight
show
show.
lah,
only
understandable lah.
only us. The late night
That's
shows with
right.
Napshot Studio. Okay, guys, my comment
Okay,
section is not
okay,
appearing.
we will come to the transfer soon, right? But before
Okay.
that, just give me that chance. Just
Okay,
give me the three
go on,
minutes.
man. Let's go
Now,
full flow. I want to hear from you. Don't hold back at all,
so
huh?
you guys would have known the whole day I was so down on, social media, right? Now,
Mm.
let's look beyond Steven Gerrard, right? Let's
Okay.
look beyond his stubbornness to play that narrow formation when it
Mm.
doesn't work. Let's look beyond the constant insistence on playing John McGinn when he has been poor all this while, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Mm.
we do know that Steven Gerrard was hired by his friend Christian Perslow,
Go slow. Yep.
and we all know that it was from their time in
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool.
Yep.
And I think Anwar, you said this last season when Christian Perslow gave
Mm-hmm.
that comment when Gerrard left. Sorry,
Yep.
when Grealish left. Sorry,
Grealish left. Yeah.
he gave that statement. It was like so endearing to the fans.
Mm. Mm.
But in reality, Christian Perslow was hired by NSWE,
Mm-hmm.
Nazif and West Eden to run the
Yep.
club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did he go for Steven Gerrard when he
Mm-hmm.
clearly knew Steven Gerrard's credentials was only in the Scottish Premier League,
Okay.
right? So the question therein lies: were
Mm.
they really looking out for Villa's best interest, or were they
Mm-hmm.
really looking at Steven Gerrard to Liverpool in the long term? Then,
Okay.
right? Number two, Johan
Mm.
Langer. He
Yep.
is the sporting director. He
Mm-hmm.
is meant to bring in the players.
Okay.
When he was in Denmark, right? He
Mm-hmm.
was hailed as the person, who did the money ball. You bring in players at low value and sell them at high value.
Yep.
Fine, fair enough. He only came in 2 seasons ago. The
Yep.
players we're getting rid of now is all, Dean Smith era and
Mm-hmm.
and Suso, the previous sporting director, right?
Yep.
But where you should know what the team needs. And the
Mm-hmm.
other thing is, now,
Mm-hmm.
is this an ego clash between Johan Langer and Steven Gerrard? Because Steven Gerrard refuses to play with wingers. If
Mm-hmm.
Steven Gerrard refuses to play with wingers, then why did Villa go in with a 25 million pound bid
Yep.
for Ismail Assar 2 weeks ago?
Mm.
Yeah, the report said that he was asking for too much money. That's why Villa pulled out of the deal, right? Fair enough. It could have been the case. But if you know Steven Gerrard doesn't play with wingers, if he's literally sold all the wingers in the club. He's
Mm-hmm.
only left with Leon Bailey, right?
Yep.
So if he doesn't play with wingers, why did you go in for a bid with, with Ismail Assar?
So
So it
click.
doesn't
So clearly, there is a
something more.
glaring there's a glaring breakdown, right, in terms of communication between the higher up.
Exactly. And that is why it is very scary, because when we got relegated in 2015, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The very similar thing happened. Eerily, it was very, very similar,
Okay. What
right?
was in there? The pattern to the
The,
start, the
the, the,
results.
the pattern, the pattern, the results. I mean, on paper, you had a team that was too good to be
Mm-hmm.
relegated,
Uh-huh.
but they end up getting relegated. But fair enough, that team in 2015 was
Mm-hmm.
all just bought from the French league with the Benteke and the Delft money
Mm-hmm.
clumped together. Like, people like Ghana Gaye, right?
Yep.
Idrissa Ghana,
Yep.
and Jordan Amavi and Westwood, all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
they bombed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is not the case here, right? Because the bulk of the players are still the players that has been with the club for the past 2-3 seasons, like
Yep.
Matty Cash, Martinez,
Mm-hmm.
Mings,
Mm-hmm.
Konza,
Yeah.
Luka Dean has played in the Premier League,
Yeah.
but yeah. So it is not the case, but if the higher ups have this ego clash that's going on,
Mhm.
if the sporting director and the manager has the ego clash that's going on, it is not
Okay.
going to bode well. And it doesn't help Steven Gerrard that he is actually clueless with what he's doing.
Mm.
Apparently, he's just sitting there in training and just standing and watching.
Shades of Ferguson, I say. Shades
But
of Sir Alex Ferguson.
sorry, I'm sorry, you can't compare him to Sir Alex.
If you want to be a champion, you might as well follow one, right?
Well, unfortunately, he cannot be one because he slipped.
But okay. You know, I think that's a good start from Tips, right, Zami? That's a good start from him to let him just empty the tank slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go on to the transfer part, guys, look, for today, this show is gonna be completely fluid. All right, we're
Yep.
not gonna. There's no structure to this. We are just gonna talk everything and anything football. It can be about transfer, of course. That will dominate the bulk of the content for tonight. All right, and then of course we are. Is it because Villa lost to Arsenal? Ridwan, my man, not the time. Not the time. Because tips after 12 a.m. is a completely different proposition. You don't want to poke into the beehive. I tell you that for free, okay? I've hung out with this guy past midnight. Zami would have the experience as well. He's completely different, bro. After 12 a.m. Okay?
Yeah.
So you gotta bite your tongue slightly for this one. Okay. But hey guys, come on. You know, this is completely interactive. Okay, we want to let this show again to be an inter dialogue, right? Open up the floor to anybody and everybody. If you wanna have your say, you can actually jump on board, right? Tips, Noah, Zami,
Yep.
for
Come
tonight.
on board, man. Come on board.
Free, bro. This is our
Free.
version of ladies' night, okay?
Yep.
Of course. Of course.
Thursday,
Just
ladies' night.
Today
just
is
hit
for
us
the
up.
boys.
Look,
Yes,
you see,
just hit us up.
look, me and Noah, we are the part lady, the part ladies night. You know, with the singlet and
Look the part, you guys
yeah,
look the
just
part.
boogie boogie.
Somebody missed the memo that we are conducting a football show. It's okay. I still love you no lesser. Okay. Hey, but Zami, speaking of which, all right, you are of course tasked today not to do the time but to do the comment because again this is completely empty on my screen. Steven Gerrard. All right, that you gotta do the accent, okay? When you speak about Steven Gerrard, it has come.
Steven Gerrard.
It has
Gerrard.
got to come with the Scousers accent. And I know Azmil is watching as well. Azmil,
Mhm.
welcome. It's been a long time since I last saw
Yep,
you. I
yep.
don't know why it coincides with Liverpool slum as well. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. Is this something planned? Who knows?
Planning
Okay,
things lah.
Steven Gerrard, Zami. Okay, I think I've made my intention. I have made my own
Yep.
perspective of him, right? From the time when he was being linked to the time that he was being appointed, I was never in huge favor. And this is nothing against Steven Gerrard. I love him as a player. In fact, my jersey, all of from the time that I was playing for school to club level, it was all number 8 because of Steven Gerrard. I really idolized the guy, but I thought it was simply not enough for what Villa wanted to achieve with the amount of resources they have. I think the math does not add up.
Add up, yep.
I was looking at bigger calibers, right? I told tips for a club of Villa size and structure, and most importantly for what they are striving for, they can actually attract bigger, better names. And one name for sure, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, the guy, right, of course, who replaced the incumbent manager. I thought
Mm-hmm.
Villa should have taken a hard look at Giovanni Van Bronckhorst instead. And hey, he did. Is it any surprise that after Stevie left, he got them into the Europa final last season, and after so long,
Champions League.
he got him into Champions League, something that Steven Gerrard has bottled many of the time. And remember, one time he had that really good shot to get into Champions League, and it was against Malmo. Hey, who knew? Somebody bottled it. Not Malmo, right? It was Steven Gerrard and Rangers. Zam, come
Someone
on,
has
Steven Gerrard. Where do you actually again have that fine balance between persisting with your manager, hoping that he will bang soon, and right now everybody is talking about Arteta. But hey, remember last 2 seasons, if you are not patient enough, right, you probably lose your marbles with Arteta. Not many clubs would do
Mhm.
that with a
Yep.
manager going through that kind of rough patch. And you're talking about relegation years. I think that is really, really on the knife edge for Aston Villa. Where do you go with this, bro?
Okay. I think Tips was saying that the thing that when Gerrard was appointed by Villa, they had I think the director was formerly from Liverpool.
Mm.
So I guess they wanted to do the Barcelona City model of
Mm.
having the familiarity.
Okay.
So I guess I think we discussed in the group lah. That I think Tips was just going on about the fact that if Gerrard got sacked,
Mm.
it's gonna look bad on Perslow because
Mm.
it's his choice. Was Gerrard was his first choice, for
Yep.
Villa. So I think the backlash will definitely be there. And the fact that when they sold Grealish,
Right?
Grealish, yeah.
yeah. And I think the way Villa directors were saying, calm down, like we know
Mm.
what we're doing,
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
they I think they tried to pull Coutinho to live out of Liverpool style tactic. If you look at it,
Mhm.
we said we're gonna strengthen the team, but then if you look at it, the team is not strengthened proper. I think tips know it best, whether
It's
the
very
purchase,
imbalanced, lah. It's very
yeah,
imbalanced, right? You see, like
even for me,
Mhm.
when I thought when Villa bought Bailey, right, I thought it was a good buy,
No,
but
same.
somehow, yeah, but somehow rather, like I was wondering, like, how come Bailey's not given a chance to play? And then you realize
Exactly.
that is that what tips here, imbalance.
Imbalance. Yeah.
Gerrard doesn't have the tactics of playing wingers.
Mm.
They have a lot of wingers.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It says a lot about that team. Like, how is it gonna be clicked when there's a clash of ideology in terms of, like, what Villa wants to play, what the manager wants to play, and then the players that are coming in it's not fitting the system. So it's like what Tips mentioned earlier on. Is there something that is going on behind the scenes that
So who should the buck stop with right now in
Okay,
Villa's
so
case?
you see before we know, I see. Let me chime in
Uh-huh.
now. So when with what I said about Perslow coming up and coming out last season, right after
Mm.
Jack Grealish was sold and the statement,
Mhm. Mhm.
he's okay. So I clearly remember he gave this statement, right?
Mhm.
Um, we uh we gave the contract extension to Jack. He
Mhm.
said Grealish the season before,
Mhm.
but he requested to have a release clause of 100 million
Okay.
in case any club that was competing in the Champions League would come in,
Mhm.
right?
which is fair lah.
Fair enough,
I mean,
right?
fair enough.
So the clause was put in. Manchester City activated the clause 2 days ago. Therefore, Jack Grealish is signing for Manchester City. So that's what he said. And he said that
Mhm.
keeping this in mind, we have done our analysis,
Yeah.
and to replace Jack Grealish, we have bought in Buendia,
Mhm.
Ings, and Bailey.
Bailey. Yep.
But
Yeah.
let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Yes, Ings and Bailey was
Mhm.
bought on August 3rd, 2021,
Mhm.
a day after Jack Grealish was sold. Fair
Mhm.
enough. So if you know Grealish was leaving the club
Yep.
earlier, you made this. But Buendia was linked to Villa
Mhm.
since May 2021.
Mhm.
So that therein lies the next question. The perception was Buendia was brought in to play on the right wing, Jack
Yeah.
on the left wing, right?
Mhm.
And then like your likes of Ramsey or whoever as a number
Mhm.
10, right?
Mhm.
So if that was what the perception was, then how can you say that Buendia, Ings, and Bailey were
Was
the
supposed to be the replacements.
replacements?
Yeah.
So he fucked it up by actually giving that statement, cause which is true then.
Yeah, and that's why I spotted the pattern, right? Because there was a big trend right after that confession, that little video where he came out and explained the Jack Grealish's sale. And I was going through the video as well, right? Tips. I think again I made
Mm.
my
We
thoughts
spoke about
really
this
frank
last
and
year.
clear.
Yeah.
And when I was going through the video, I thought like, hey, pause a second, right? There was so many inconsistencies in what he was delivering, all right. And you mentioned the timestamp, okay? Again, it
Yeah.
didn't add up. The timestamp
It
didn't
didn't.
add up, and I spoke to you as well. I said, Tips, I know you guys are purring over the fact that a football director came out and explained a sale from a big player. So I thought
Mhm.
that was really commendable. But when I had a really attentive listen to it, I thought, dude, this is him trying to lie through his teeth, man. There was
He
a lot of
was.
cock and bull story.
Yeah.
But back then again, I couldn't vindicate myself because everybody was praying over it. People were saying like,
Everybody is saying, "Oh, which
oh,
CEO of a football club would
yeah,
do that?"
everybody wants that CEO to do that for
Yes.
every sales, right? But
Exactly.
I said to you, I say, look, as much as I commend his effort and the audacity and the courage that he actually plucked to come out in public to say what he said, you gotta give him his flowers. But the content of it, essentially, he was lying.
It was. It was because it was very clear when it was very evident that Villa and Arsenal were so-called going head to head for Buendia, and
Yeah.
this was since May 2021. We were
Hmm.
talking about it. So if Villa, it was very clear that all the ITKs, all the journalists were talking about it.
Mm.
Then why did you come up and say he was part of the Grealish sale? Okay, fine. That happened, right?
Yeah.
That happened. The season started. So we're talking
Yep.
about last season, not this season. The season
Mhm.
started. 10 games into the season, Dean Smith gets sacked.
Mm.
Now, The reason for Dean Smith to be sacked was
Yeah.
because their 2021 record, not the season
Yeah.
2021, the year
Yep.
2021,
Mm.
from
Mm-hmm.
January to
Mm-hmm.
when he got sacked,
Wasn't great.
wasn't great.
Yeah.
Therefore, he was sacked. But
Yep.
let's go down one notch, right?
Mm.
The second half of the second half of the previous season, that means
Yep.
the first half
Mm-hmm.
of 2021. Okay, Jack
Mm-hmm.
Grealish was injured in February at the Brighton game. He
Yep.
came back 3 days before the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 games before the season ended. We were good, and it was very evident Villa was a one-man team then,
Yeah.
right? Everything went through Grealish on the left channel.
Yeah.
Literally everything went through him.
Mm-hmm.
So the dip in form was very much expected, because even in the
Yeah.
championship, we were not playing well when Grealish was injured, right?
Mm.
But yet, after Grealish was sacked,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, my bad, after Grealish was sold,
Okay.
after Grealish was sold, we didn't start the season very well, because
Uh.
Dean Smith had his hands tied. August 1st, Man City comes in with a bid. The season
Uh.
starts in 10 days. And
Destroyer.
obviously with COVID, and how, and with how COVID things were bad last season with COVID,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
right?
Yeah.
There was no proper pre-season.
Yeah.
Even Leon Bailey, who came in, was injured after the first game of
Injured.
the
Yeah. Yeah. True.
you
True.
know, it was atrocious. But
Yeah.
Dean Smith wasn't given that time, right? 10 games
Uh.
in, he was sacked because his record was horrendous.
Yep.
In comes Gerrard. Gerrard comes in, he plays a 4-2-3-1 formation followed by a
Mm.
4-3-3 formation.
Mm-hmm.
He kept things compact. He
Yep.
started the season with a couple of wins. And
Yeah.
the losses to Man City and Liverpool were also not that obvious,
It was.
because
It
there was
was.
a
It was. I thought it was a really impressive showing
fight. Yeah,
at Anfield, right? I think you guys
exactly.
hit them right at the death, and then you
And
lost
one
it.
nil,
Yeah.
Mo Salah penalty, right?
Mo Salah penalty. Yeah.
Even the Man City 2-1 that we lost was the dubious offside goal that Bernardo Silva scored.
What's new?
And then you see 2022, the start of 2022 comes in, right? Okay, things just started going downhill.
Uh-huh.
In the past 15 games, Aston
Yeah.
Villa has only won 3 matches. Of that
Uh-huh.
3 matches, 2 of the teams are playing in the championship.
Mm.
Okay, and Everton was the most recent win, lah. Even
Yeah.
that wasn't a. So my next question then lies: so you sacked the previous manager because he wasn't performing well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You then say very clearly at the end of last season that
Uh-huh.
Aston Villa can expect a big summer.
Mm.
Steven Gerrard will be given a transfer kitty,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So my next question then lies: if should we all be blaming Steven Gerrard? Tactics aside, formations aside,
Mm-hmm.
because if Steven Gerrard was promised a huge kitty, a full
Mm-hmm.
pre-season to get his transfers done,
Yep.
then are the players he's looking for not being bought?
Okay. All right. I think
Right?
that's a really fair question to ask. Where do we place this blame? Who should be shouldering this? Okay. I know we've got a couple of Liverpool guys right now who's watching us. I've got Heikel on board with us, Azmil as well. Azmil asked a really good question, I think, for this one.
Mhm.
Tips, please tell me what exactly are your expectations for Aston Villa? Um, yeah, there you go. All right.
Okay.
So,
So for me, it's very simple. After finishing 14th last season, right,
mhm,
I did not expect Villa to challenge for the top 8, honestly, because I knew that was going to take time.
yep,
I know that the likes of West Ham were still ahead of us. And that comes down because of the number of years they've been in the EPL compared to us. At the end of the day, they've still been in the EPL longer compared to us. So the
yep,
monetary wise, they are well off,
mhm,
safer for FFP.
yep.
Honestly, I would have taken a top 12.
Mhm.
A top 10 would have been an expectation, but top 12 would have been fine. And I don't think that is a lot,
Mhm.
considering what was said, how things were sold to us.
Yeah.
So that would have been, I mean, my answer to you, Azmil, what was exactly my expectations for Villa?
Yeah.
Probably a top 10, top 12 with, some fight into the later stages of the cups, the Carabao FA Cup.
Yeah, and I think for a club of Aston Villa's size,
Mhm.
ambition, resources that they have at their disposal, they should be looking at the Conference League spot
Yeah, at least that.
as a low hanging fruit for
Yeah.
them, right? That should be the ambition for Aston Villa. Okay. So right now we've got a couple of comments coming in. Okay, so Zam, if you can do the due honor for me, just pick up any
Okay.
comments that you feel is good enough for us to read out. for now. And while you're doing so, Noah Bentelet, quickly, just sprinkle some of your magic words right before we move on from Aston Villa. Looking at them at this current moment, in this current predicament that they are in, first and foremost, do you think Steven Gerrard still has the minerals? Does the big man still have all the facilities to bring Aston Villa to that required position? To like what Tips mentioned, he's not asking for the world. He's looking at top 10 should be good enough for Aston Villa this season. Of course, he wants a bit of fight.
I feel he's out of depth. I have been watching Villa games.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, sorry, I'm a Spurs fan, but I still watch other clubs. I mean,
That's
this
fine,
is.
bro.
I mean, okay, I've been watching Villa's games.
Mm.
I don't know. Ramsey is getting a bit.
Mhm.
I don't know. What's going wrong with Ramsey? I really don't know. Jacob Ramsey, I really don't know.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But look, the team looks very, very very imbalanced. It's so imbalanced.
Uh-huh.
You don't ever start with Leon. You don't start Leon Bailey, who
Uh-huh.
who in the preseason has done really well.
Okay.
I mean Stevie G. I really question him at times lah. Like I feel like okay, this is what I feel is happening lah.
Mm.
When you come from a Scottish league, the
Yep.
Scottish league is a farmers league lah. You come from a farmers league and you go back to you step up to a big team like Villa. I would say a big team like a Premier League side, which is definitely miles ahead of each other. You see, I feel that there's this I feel it's too fast because not a lot of managers can can do that jump lah.
Okay.
I would say very little many. I mean Arteta. I mean he was the coach in Man City. Not really coach lah. He was the assistant coach.
The
and
code man, they call him.
he became a manager in Arsenal. Okay, let's be real lah. Arteta took a long time to, but Arteta is still a good coach, right?
Yeah.
So I feel that at this point, I don't know I feel Villa is really I feel the transfer is very dubious. Like I don't understand what
So the easy answer for Villa to get out of this current mess and rut they are engulfed in, they must cut waste with Steven Gerrard.
yes, cut waste is one, but I feel the directors is something that I mean looking at it also, I feel there's something wrong with the whole board also lah. It's
Okay.
a club problem.
So this is from top down, right? This is
Top down.
systemic failure starting from the top all the way down, and this is what you get. All right. So I think Noah, Spurs fan, you've been through this before. Right now,
I'm going through this still.
right now you are in a brand new horizon. Everything is a bit of roses at this current moment. Of course, there's a big disclaimer for Arsenal as well. Okay, at this current moment, you see young green shoots just sprouting out. Okay, good enough. At this current moment, it can only get better if we can lend a certain teach me how to duggy. Teach me how to duggy. Okay, so that movement, something that
That
we'll be
movement will
taking.
keep updated.
Yes,
I
there's
think
a
it's
lot of
heating up.
moving parts, as
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to transfer deadline. One thing for sure, it's a big domino effect. And of course, you look at Zami. He's that one guy who can go to bed every night peacefully, knowing that his football team right now, the people who are running the football team, they are all on the same wavelength, right? They've got the same, they've got the same mentality. They are all singing from the same hymn sheet. They know what they are talking about. They know what they are doing. You can be rest assured that every season, Man City will always be there challenging on all fronts. I mean, what a luxurious position to be in, man. What a
No, the thing
luxurious
is that
position.
you see the thing is that okay for Man City right when Sheikh Mansour came into the picture he had a plan. He like I think we discussed about it that City is not wanting to become the next Real Madrid or Barcelona. I think it's more of the fact that we'll make it a business like where clubs have the same philosophy, clubs have the same ideology. So I think when Tixi came into the picture, I think with Pep was the final piece in the puzzle. So they had that idea that okay, we are gonna do what they did in Barcelona, but better in that sense. So I think everyone agreed that okay, so the players that Pep want, okay, the Tixi will just go for it.
Mhm.
But the players are the players that Tixi gets is what Pep wants. It's not about getting like just because the players are
So
available.
you guys, I mean, with Tem and TC, they got this telepathic relationship
Yeah,
between
yeah,
the guy that's doing the shopping and the guy that is preparing the list. So they're
yeah,
working. They're working in perfect tandem, and I
yeah.
think that is
The
what
synergy
something
lah.
that.
The most like what you see right now, like Arteta
Mm.
and Edu in Arsenal.
Mm.
You know, even I think starting off it
It
was
was a
a
bit
bit like
shaky. It was a
It
bit
was
shaky,
rocky.
it was
but
shaky.
Yeah,
yeah,
But if you
yeah,
look at it right now, I
yeah.
think they know that even I think Tips agreed that the model that I think most clubs are doing right now is the City
Mm.
model lah. Whether
City model, yeah.
you like it or not, you can
Uh-huh.
deny it. But actually, the City model works.
Oh,
You have
really?
that because you see now
What are
United
you?
are talking.
What are UCL?
You know,
Wara,
I mean,
UCL.
what are UCL? I mean, the UCL will come eventually lah. Whether I don't know
Eventually,
whether five
okay.
ten years lah. But
What are
if you
UCL?
look
Oh,
at it,
you see, 5, 10 years, 5, 10 years,
5 10 years,
5, 10 years.
They got bought over last season only.
Hey,
What?
but
Shape
but guys,
Manso?
very quickly,
Uh-huh.
very
Uh-huh.
quickly, yeah.
Okay.
You do know, right?
Uh-huh.
You have done so well when people
Yeah.
need to create a fake profile to say all of this.
Oh, this guy, Jack Chen. Nonsense lah,
Jack
this fella.
Chen,
Last
this fella
season
is me
praising.
lah,
Last
obviously,
season
right?
praising Steven Gerrard. This season saying conspiracy theory all.
If this will Jack, whoever you are and whichever
Uh,
club you support, obviously you'll want to get behind your manager. You'll want to get behind the team, right?
oh,
And when
United
things
fan.
go and when things go south, you will definitely feel shitty as well. If you're really indeed a United fan, you probably would have felt the same way when Solskjaer was first came in and
I mean, a
how
Yeah.
it was
United
last
fan.
season.
What can you
And
expect?
and just another quick one from him, right?
Uh-huh.
Because he was asking,
Uh-huh.
would tips? So I think he's referring to me.
I think so. Yeah.
Would tips be part of this discussion when Aston Villa get relegated? To give you the answer, whether Aston Villa is relegated or whether they are folded or whether they become
Uh-huh.
like Bury, I will still be part of this discussion. So don't you
Yes.
worry. I will
Yeah.
constantly be there to make sure you create more fake profiles. Okay?
Yes.
Have a good one.
Let's go. Hey, but continue watching us though, Jack. Continue
Yeah.
to because
We
we'll
need
be
people
talking
like you.
about we'll be talking about Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal, Spurs as well. All right, let's go with the transfer. Noah,
Let's go.
this is why we're all here. Tips, you okay? Have you
Let's go.
ventilated, released hot steam, hot
Of
air, all
course.
gone? Let's
All
go.
gone, bro.
All right, we
All
are
right.
asking this question for today.
Oh,
Marcelo,
Marcelo to Leicester.
1 year deal.
Yeah.
bro, that has been debunked. He's not coming. He's not
Uh,
coming to Leicester. That has been
I-
debunked. So Marcelo will not be coming to the King Power Stadium.
Oh, it's not
No,
real.
nah, not real. That has
Oh,
been debunked
they
already.
debunked already.
That has been debunked already. Noah also keep refreshing the Twitter, guys.
I am.
Uh,
So Liverpool
yeah,
actually
I got.
failed. Go
okay.
ahead.
Can I share some of the stuff that I have right now on
Go
Twitter
ahead, bro.
as,
Go ahead,
as
bro.
we are doing this right now, guys? Okay, just hang on a bit, guys. Any breaking news, anything that you have, anything that you want to discuss, please place it in the comment section. And here, Zemi will pick it up and then we will open up room for
Yeah.
discussion. Okay, so right now at this current moment, this is what I have from Enfield Watch, guys. Let's see. Let me change the setting. It does.
I was just coming to that as well. The same thing.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know whether you guys can have a good look at this, but according to Enfield Watch, you know what? When it comes to Twitter, you cannot take anything for gospel, right? But this is probably one of the few accounts that you can actually rely on. All right, they proper report only the reliable stuff. So Enfield Watch here mentioned Liverpool are thought to have failed tips in a last-ditch attempt to sign Douglas Luiz. The Reds did not make an attempt to sign the Brazilian from Aston Villa, but he reportedly wants to go to Arsenal, Europa
why?
pool.
You know why? Because the Brazilian samba is there. Jesus
The
Martinelli.
samba. Okay. So wait. But is there any truth to it? Have you heard of any rumblings about Liverpool coming in for Douglas Luiz?
Actually, that was the first piece of news I saw. Liverpool in for Luis until
Yesterday, right? We discussed about it.
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, this
Yeah,
morning.
yesterday. Yeah, this morning.
This morning.
Okay.
It was Liverpool that was gonna go after him, followed by Atletico Madrid. The
Uh-huh.
Arsenal links came in much later and gathered pace like
Yep.
just like that.
True. All right, so let's go right now. Of course, inevitably, his name will be trending. Let's see what we have. We have here right now. 6 hours ago. No, I think that's not the latest. I think Arsenal have actually submitted a second bid for Douglas Luiz.
36 minutes ago, 23 million plus add-ons. But while we're on
Oi.
this topic, right? I think I know why Villa is holding out for more to a certain extent, right? Because any bid above 15 million for Douglas Luiz, Man City is entitled to 20% of
20%. Okay. All right.
So,
All right. So there's a sell-on clause, right?
sell on
Okay.
clause. So
Okay.
if Villa were to sell in for 30 million, right?
Uh-huh.
Man City gets 6 million. We get
16.
24, right? So
Okay.
that is why. So I don't think it will be 40. I think they'll
Uh-huh.
come somewhere and get the 30, 25 plus add-ons or 27 plus
Uh-huh.
add-ons. I think it'll be met there,
Okay.
which
Uh,
is decent for Villa, honestly.
let's talk about Douglas Lewis. I think it seems like this is the current team. All right, this is the flavor of the hour. As you know,
Mm,
when it comes to transfer deadline, the time really fly by. Okay, so at this
exactly.
moment, the name that's grabbing all the headlines you can see right now under trending Douglas Lewis. Who would have thought, right?
Who would have expected
Mm.
that,
Not
right?
Cristiano Ronaldo, not Messi, not Mbappe. Move aside Haaland. You've got a new king in town in Twitter, and that's Douglas Lewis.
What a
Question that I want to ask. Again, I want to throw this to the floor as well. So just chime in with your input. Do you think if this one does pull through, will Douglas Lewis be a good fit for Arsenal? And as you see, Guru said it. He got Gabriel in his name as well.
Actually,
You know,
Guru, he don't have lah. He got no Gabriel in his name lah.
eh,
Just check.
he does.
Uh,
His middle name. His middle name.
No, his name is Douglas Luis Soares de Paulo. Unless the Gabriel coming from somewhere.
No, I don't know whether the Gabriel came in only when the interest about Arsenal coming in from him was concrete. But I was reading from I think from Twitter as well. His middle name has a Gabriel somewhere sandwiched in between. So at this current moment, Arsenal is completely a social experiment club, trying
Yeah,
to collect as many Gabriels as they
make
can.
Gabriel as possible. Manu,
Hey,
Manu is
Going
going after
lah.
Anthony though.
Anthony, yeah, United
Yeah.
are doing Anthony, Arsenal are doing
Anthony
Gabriel.
lah.
For
Sensation lah.
the fallen giants, right? From chasing trophies now chasing namesakes. Okay. Hey, but question that I want to ask, Zami, you had the first one, right?
Oh.
James Garner has signed. Can we have that again,
Wait.
Zami?
This is confusing, yeah. So
Mm.
from Spurs, suddenly Fulham, and now Everton.
That's how we roll. That's how we
This is
roll, right?
how we roll.
Transfer
This is
madness,
a transfer deadline madness, what?
deadline madness.
Wait, the James is Daniel James lah.
James
Yeah,
Garner.
James
James Garner to
Garner.
Everton.
No,
James
Daniel
Garner.
James.
James Garner.
From James Garner, United
Yeah,
sold it to Everton.
United. Yeah.
James Garner. Hey, you know what? There was a lot of hype surrounding this boy, James Garner. Do you think United might have missed a trick by letting him go to Everton? Is that a permanent transfer or is that a loan with an option to buy?
15,
I think it's
15
The
million.
option to buy.
15 option.
Package.
Join the club,
Wow, 15 million. I think that's a
I
sale,
think perm.
boys.
I think perm.
Wow. Hey, Noah, James Garner going to
Mm.
Everton. Could United probably better utilize this guy because why he did really well, man, for Nottingham Forest last season to actually even clinch the promotion for them.
Wow. I mean now they have Casemiro lah. So what's the
Ah,
point of having James Garner at that point in time? Like
okay.
I think their trick is, just sell James Garner, then maybe they'll buy. I think there's a buyback clause though.
Oh yeah, there is.
There is a buyback clause. So I
Okay.
think the plan is,
Fab.
to use Casemiro for a good 2 years or 3 years.
Uh-huh.
And then
James Garner.
Garner come back.
Oh,
then-
guys, breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news!
Who?
No,
Douglas Luiz?
no, this is not
rejected,
breaking news. No, I just saw the
Oh,
handle. I just saw the handle. It's a fucking troll account from Fabricio Romano Douglas Luiz.
Barcelona
to
try to
Arsenal.
offer 70 plus, so please lah. This the same old story.
What is
Ah,
70
nah.
plus 10 million? What is as in add-ons? Okay, add-ons.
Okay, I think that's one that I think is probably reliable enough for me.
Guys,
to say that-
guys, we have the breaking news, guys.
What?
The Brazilian Samba flair has returned to the Premier League.
And who's that?
Willian has come
William. Yes, to Fulham. Not William. No, Will I am from Black Eyed Peace.
Will I am lah.
Barebot. Hey, all right. So here we go from Ryan Taylor. You can take it however you will. But this guy, I think he's okay, quite reliable.
Ooh, don't walk away. Third
Walk
bid, come on,
away
dude.
or submit third offer
bid,
for
man. Come on,
Douglas
third bid.
Lewis. After Aston Villa rejected bid worth 23 million, player wants move, but of course Aston
Mhm.
Villa holding firm despite expiring contract. Crucial hours ahead, and Ghana still hopeful of pulling something out of the bag. Okay, guys, roundtable discussion. Again, I am gonna throw this out in the open sea. Name me a figure that you guys right now will be paying for Douglas Lewis. What's the maximum ceiling that you will pay for an experienced midfielder, a full Brazilian international, someone who knows the league inside out? He has done it
Mhm.
overseas, he has
Yep.
done it locally at a very young age still. Do not forget,
He's
24 years old.
24 only.
24 years old only.
Yeah.
All right, so he still has a long way to go. And
Before even peaks.
if reports are true, right, even the big giants like Liverpool were looking at him.
Yep.
All right, concrete interest perhaps. Do know. What's the maximum that you pay for this boy? Zam, your former boy. First and foremost, I was reading into Douglas Lewis, right? One of the major factor why it didn't work out for him and Man City, it was because of his visa,
Yes,
right?
the work permit.
Yeah,
The
the
work
work
permit,
permit.
which Edu right now, who back then was the Brazilian technical director for Brazil, tried to actually successfully push it through. He failed as well.
Mm.
Okay, that's why they have actually forged their relationship between Edu and also Douglas Luiz. But when you look at Douglas Luiz right now doing what he's doing at Aston Villa, do you feel that we could have actually utilized this guy, man?
But I think that point of time, Pep didn't feel that he was ready for the first team.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, looking at the bench, like I think it wasn't. I mean, Fernandinho was still first choice, so I don't think that Fernandinho, club captain of
Uh,
that time, I think Douglas Luiz definitely will not have that chance to be consistent. So I think that being sold off to Villa was a good career move for him, lah. You
okay,
know,
all right.
so I feel. I mean, if you look at it, 30 plus 50 proso prata. What the?
And that's what and that's gonna work out about 35 million plus 50 plus $5. Assuming, no, no, more $50. Assuming that Kosong right now is $1. Hey,
$1,
price
yeah.
high, price high right now. Okay, 35 million plus $50. I think that's worth a shout, man.
35.5 million pounds.
But sorry, Zam. I
Yeah,
mean,
sorry, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guru RKO'd, man. Came out of nowhere.
So the thing is that even though he will be a good fit for City at that point of time, but I think the ship has sailed lah. So
Yeah.
when he went to Villa, I
Uh-huh.
think tips know that his style of play converted changed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because when City bought him, he was supposed to be that replacement for
Holding,
Fernandinho,
right? The holding
holding
midfielder.
the midfielder. But
Yeah.
then when he went to Villa, Villa made him to another different player. It's like I think he was a box to box player.
No.
No,
At
was it?
Villa,
At
at Villa, he was holding
eight,
as well. He was CDM.
Oh,
CDM,
CDM.
okay.
Okay.
CDM,
But I
which
think,
didn't
but
work out
yeah,
well, lah, to be honest.
yeah. But I felt that he was more of a box to box.
He's a box to box. So he is a
Yeah.
box to box.
Okay.
I mean, sorry to cut you, Zami, but he unfortunately he was made to play as a holding midfielder, CDM, right? And that didn't suit his play because he can never tackle to save his life, right? But the fella's got an eye vision. He's got a vision for a pass. So
Okay.
putting him in the box to box would be solid, lah. But before
Aye.
we go anywhere,
Okay.
before we go down the table, I want you to answer this. Do you think
Yeah.
he will suit Arsenal's playing style?
Hello, Shavesh.
No, man, no. I was really hesitant. I was really apprehensive when the news first broke. Not only this season, in the winter market in January this season, we were also loosely linked to Douglas Luiz. And I know some of my Arsenal boys right now, they are watching this show live. I think Sharil, Alex, they are all
I'll be
watching.
back, huh?
Okay, I never truly rated Douglas Luiz, not because of his ability as a player, but because I feel like in a system that Arteta is trying to right now implement, I don't know. I don't see a world where he can actually fit in comfortably. But I might be wrong, man. And that's why
But
I'm
then
not.
again, if you look at it, Shaka, he might be a one-to-one replacement for Shaka.
That's
Because
what they
Shaka,
say. Yeah, that's
because
what they
if you
say
look
right
at
now.
it, Shaka is a good the holding midfielder, but I think he's temperamental and
Issues.
you know,
Yeah. He's a
his
walking
issues
time bomb.
yeah. So I think he's a good fit for Douglas Luiz to come to City. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want to pick this up for
Yeah, Zam. You see,
our
it seems like we got a lot
our
of comment coming from YouTube as well.
you search Pedro Almias. He's saying about Bernardo Silva. Yeah, true. I mean Pep has already said that
Uh-huh.
Barcelona can come in with what deal? The final say is that City is not selling him.
Mhm.
So unless Barcelona want to tap on him,
Yep.
it's not gonna happen this season for sure.
Okay. Zam,
Unless,
can we pick up this comment from Fun Lake Mustafa? Thoughts on Arthur Melo to Liverpool on loan? Is he even better than Milderson? Milderson is a hybrid player, so you're
listen.
taking
Oh, who's Millicent?
Milner and Henderson.
Oh,
Like how the United has came out with the combo of McFred.
I was wondering who the hell is Milderson.
Liverpool have a brand of their own, and that's Milderson. Can we have that comment up, Zam? If you can actually get it somewhere.
Let me. I saw the comment. Wait, where's the comment? Oh my
Hey,
God.
Noah, what do you think of that, man? Arthur Melo. This guy was one of the most exciting talent that came out from the Brazilian land, right? Made that big move across Europe to Barcelona. I thought he had a really good start to his career at Barcelona. Things didn't work out, right? They needed a financial cow to sacrifice. And then they did that switch that everybody was screaming, sport washing.
Oh yeah, the
Right?
Juventus,
Miralem
Juventus Barcelona.
Pjanic went to Barcelona, and then Arthur Melo went to Juventus. That straight swap. Both didn't work out. All right, I think that's fair to say. I don't think any of the transfers actually work out to a T. But Arthur Melo right now, Noah, your thoughts on him, especially now that he has made his move to Liverpool. I'll go my end first. Is really a low risk transfer where I don't think Liverpool are going to lose out because again there's no obligation to buy and it's a season loan anyway. I don't think he's actually asking for huge sum as well for his pay package. But first and foremost question is what happened to this Arthur Melo, the Arthur Melo that we know of when he was at Barcelona, and can this Arthur Melo really cut the mustard in the Premier League?
This is the Arthur Melo who was from Juventus, right?
From
He was
Juventus,
from Juventus, right?
He was he was a big side man, couldn't cut it, and now he's at Liverpool.
think right. I think in my opinion, right. I think Arthur Melo had a very. I would say Barcelona he did not bad.
Not bad, yeah. It's very good.
Yeah, and I mean he was being
Guys.
Hey,
I think this is breaking news.
okay,
AFC's final bid of 26 plus million plus add-ons for Douglas Luiz has been accepted.
okay. From
Wow.
who and what is that source from?
Talksport.
Talksport from Alex Crook.
I
That
read
guy's a
that.
crook,
Alex
man.
Crook.
His name
Oh.
alone suggests that we shouldn't believe him.
You never believe it, man.
Bastards, it's a troll account. Fuck.
Ah!
Poor followers. I got trolled.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, right now I'm looking at Sky
Assholes.
Covey. I think I'm looking at Covey right
Wow.
now from Sky Sport. He is talking about the Aston Villa news rejecting Arsenal improved 23 million bid for Douglas Luiz. So at this current moment, I'm looking at all the accounts on Twitter. It's all singing the same tune that Villa have rejected Arsenal's second bid. But again, let's keep our eyes on that. Douglas Luiz, guys, if there's any movement, any evolution to that news, pump it in. All right, but Arthur Melo,
Wow.
let's go.
I mean he was being touted as what next Iniesta.
Next
Next
Iniesta.
Xavi.
No, next Xavi.
Xavi.
Next
Next
Xavi.
Xavi, they were
Yeah.
talking about it. I thought he was okay, but then I think he went to Juve. Then Juve plays like a very defensive style of football. You know,
Didn't fit
very
Allegri, you
different.
know? Didn't fit Allegri.
And that definitely doesn't fit Allegri at all, lah. And doesn't. I think in Barcelona he played not bad,
Yeah.
but I don't understand that switch. I still don't understand that switch. I think it's still in my mind. How did they make that switch, man? That is just
Okay, but
brainwashing,
the question from Falik is he any better than Milderson? Double player.
definitely
One
better.
player better. Is he better than two players?
Definitely an upgrade from Milner, lah.
Upgrade on from
By
Milner.
Henderson?
Henderson,
It's two
Henderson.
players. You
Captain, no. Combine, Megazord.
An.
I feel
Breaking news, An.
Breaking news.
Breaking news or no
Hey
breaking?
guys, this is gonna be a recurring theme. Every single time we are about to say something, somebody's gonna interrupt us somewhere. Breaking news. Okay, Zam.
Apparently, Hector Bellerin contract terminated. Barcelona is
yeah.
looking to resign
That's
him.
done. Yeah, that's done. That's
That
actually
one here we
done.
go done already. I think. No.
Done already,
Sorry.
Zam.
It's a here we go.
Stop using Yahoo
Ah.
Bing or IE Internet Explorer.
Ah,
No
he's
lah.
He's the real Sky Sports. Player move, he say player.
No, he's the real Alex Crook. He's the crook.
Anyway, yeah, okay. So Arthur Melo.
Arthur Melo, yeah. Okay, so I think Noah has actually
Yeah.
dumped his thoughts on it. So
Yeah.
he's not
Definitely
feeling.
an upgrade, lah. Panic
He's not.
buy.
Yeah, he's not feeling too red about this. But what about you, Zam?
It's obviously to beef up the midfield lah, because I think we talked about it. Liverpool's midfield is very light,
Yeah.
with the injuries and whatnot. So I think Arthur Melo coming on loan definitely is a good filler in that sense. So like, it's like no obligation to buy him.
Yeah.
It's wages. I mean, for a season, I mean, it's a good deal lah. I mean, all around lah. Arthur Melo getting game time in Liverpool, Barcelona getting the wages off their books.
No,
So I
Juve,
think,
Juve.
yes, Juve, yeah. I think it's a good move lah for Arthur Melo. But
Plus-
but the
plus
thing is
for-
that lah, Barcelona I think screw him up badly lah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you look at it.
Okay, this is a quote. Of course, this quote was taken aeons back when he was
Yeah.
playing for Barcelona, right?
Barcelona.
Tips. Arthur surprised me. He really reminds me of Xavi's style. He doesn't lose the ball. He likes to play short. Usually, new players who comes from a different region takes time to get used to the rhythm of the rondos, the little triangles and stuff, right? I think
But
in terms
Arthur
of
did
his,
it very quickly.
yeah, I
Just
think
quickly,
Tips, in terms of the technicality, in terms of the technical ability of this player, I think it's really crazy for us to actually doubt that he possessed all these traits. I think the question that needs to be asked is, can he really keep up with the rigors right, and the brute force of the Premier League as we
That,
know
you
it.
see, at the end of the day, right, that is the main question on everybody's mind, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you can be. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of players can make the cut, but
Mhm.
when you come from the Italian league, whoever, whichever
Mm,
nationality you are,
mm.
when you have played in the Italian league,
Cue Koulibaly. Can we cue Koulibaly for this? Right?
Koulibaly is one. Last
Case in
season
point.
we had who was that from Chelsea? Oh, but that fellow was from Spain. My bad.
Yeah, but
You
Koulibaly,
know,
look, he was a
Koulibaly,
god,
yeah,
man. He was a god
and
in Serie
Napoli,
A.
yeah. But
And
look at
and
it,
it, I saw this funny tweet, right? They say, oh, that's why for all this time when he was being linked to Premier League, he always said no, Koulibaly,
maybe he knew.
because he knew he will be
He knew
exposed. You see,
exactly.
yeah. But
So
going back, Italian,
but
Serie
yeah,
A.
so it coming from the Italian Serie A, playing the EPL is it's a whole new ball game, lah, right?
Yeah.
The intensity, the grit, the tenacity of the league. So I mean, if Liverpool, I mean, at the end of the day, knowing how Liverpool does their business these days as
Uh
well,
huh. Uh huh.
I've never really seen any of their recent signings flop so hard,
Yep. Yep.
right? So I mean, Thiago unfortunately was injury prone, lah, but even when he's played, he looks class. So
Mm.
we'll see how it goes, lah.
I think
Let,
I think
let,
for
let's not write a player off, but we'll see how
yeah,
it goes.
yeah. I think for Liverpool, going back to you, just alluding to back to what you were saying, I think they've got more hits than misses
Yeah,
for
they've got
Liverpool.
more hits and misses
What do you
definitely.
think
Yes.
about Naby Keita?
I mean, Naby Keita when he was playing in Bundesliga in Leipzig,
Yeah,
I thought that guy was brilliant,
yep.
man. When it comes to breaking the lines, when it comes to being, looking at someone who's really progressive, I thought he was the perfect symbol. Somebody you really need. In another world, he's like a mini Kante of sorts,
Mm.
right? Same stature, same style of play, but of course he is more potent when it comes to the attacking front. And I would have never expected for Naby Keita to be, I wouldn't say this bad, because I thought in certain games he was really outstanding. But you ask
Mm.
any Liverpool fans right now, if you were to give a rating of out of 10 for Naby Keita, I'm pretty sure nobody will go extra generous to give him a 7 even,
They may
or an
give a
8.
five. I think
A
they probably
5.
say five
Yeah,
or six. Yeah,
he has been really lukewarm, and he has been
yeah.
littered with a lot of injuries. And I think that has been the biggest blemish is his injury record. He just
Yep.
cannot stay fit. So
True, true.
yeah, I think player wise, you definitely have a player in Naby Keita. But I always tell even the Arsenal group, the best ability is availability. If you
Mm-hmm.
cannot be available, then you can park all those tags that you have. 5-star skill move, 5-star
It's not going to do
weak
anything for
foot
you.
is not going to be any good, right? But
Exactly.
let's go with the comment section. Guys, just to sidetrack a bit, what's your thoughts on certain pundits being tripped over Arsenal celebrating? Hey, Guru, have you seen what some of our fans have actually done? They actually open up, the sparklers, Suddenly there was a night show.
Correct.
Sparklers was going through the skies of London
I just I
just to,
just read I just
just
read
to
through
make
Twitter
just to make
earlier,
a
right?
mockery of it. Hey,
Some
but wait,
some. Mhm.
this celebration police, what is it all about? I really cannot wrap
Okay,
my head
let
around
them
it.
celebrate lah. Let them celebrate. Why want to talk so much? Let it be lah. Right?
Right.
I
Celebrate,
mean,
ah.
like let's celebrate lah. It's only a celebration, what? It doesn't
I,
matter
I
what
I I
what
think
they
the
do.
problem is that you see we fans are like do you want to complain about Arsenal celebrating? Like come on
Uh,
is I mean if it wins a win lah, you celebrate what?
yeah.
Like it's
Celebrate
not
lah.
amateur football, right?
I saw Liverpool celebrating really,
Klopp
really
doing
hard.
this. I mean, Klopp was
Yeah,
doing this. Let him
and
celebrate. That's
and I
his.
like it. I
I
like
mean,
it.
people were complaining, oh, Klopp with his celebration after scoring a 98-minute winner. It's his
Yeah,
problem. Let him
yeah. I
celebrate.
mean, I like it, man. That's passion for you.
Yeah.
I want it to be on full display.
I tell you, it's very simple. Back in the days, there was
Uh,
no social media, and
yes,
there was no Twitter. It wasn't toxic. There was no
printed
Twitter.
media.
And these days, everyone gets triggered so easily.
Yeah,
Everybody just wants to say something just so they can stand out. They want to trend,
you want to stay
right?
relevant, anyway. Yeah,
And the cancel culture,
yeah.
and the cancel culture. Yeah,
Stupid tweets.
you see, even Daryl had this. When Villa stayed up the last day, couple of seasons ago,
Oh yes, yes, got pissed.
Roy Keane was not. He was like, they just stayed
Yeah.
up. I mean,
But
of
you see, Roy Keane had a hidden agenda, right? Because
Roy
he
Keane
got
has
sacked.
Roy
He
Keane
got
has a
sacked from
problem
the
with
club.
everyone. He has a problem with everyone.
All right, but hey, but good one, good one. All right, let's see how the Douglas Lewis one will actually play pan out. I don't know. Do you think Arsenal will get him tips? Do you think your club will actually finally
So
land? What's the news right now on
I
your end?
think okay. So I think right again.
Uh huh.
So the conspiracy theory that came out earlier, let that
Uh-huh.
flow. So
Okay.
Chelsea is in for Danny Zakaria, right? So it could be a
Okay.
domino effect. If
Uh huh.
Chelsea gets Danny Zakaria,
Uh huh.
then they would be open to let Gallagher move to Villa, who's been linked to Villa,
Okay.
which in
Okay.
turn would allow Villa to allow Luis
Okay.
to move to
All right.
Arsenal.
Okay, all right. So my Arsenal boys who are listening to us right now, don't take it from me, take it from Tips because we are buying the player from his home. So we are taking out the bride away from Villa Park. So he said that this is going to be a little bit of a merry-go-round because I know Chelsea, they are also searching frantically for DM. All right, they actually link heavily with Edson Alvarez, 50 million,
Yeah.
and again went on strike. Everybody from AX went on. If they want to move, they will
You
go on
get
a
a move.
strike. Yeah, they cannot move. They go on a strike, and then AX
Anthony
was
lah,
fell.
Anthony.
Anthony, and then I know Lisandro Martinez didn't turn up for training as well, and now Edson Alvarez.
No, Alvarez said something as well.
uh,
He's like literally like a kid. Why do the other players get
okay,
their chance
go,
if they
and
want to
I
move?
cannot
But I
go.
don't.
Hey, but I was looking at the AX squad, just now, before we started the stream, right? And then they showed the first 11 of Ten Hag last season. Everybody has been X'd out except for Dusan
Reece
Tadic.
James.
I said Dusan
Oh, oh,
Tadic
oh. The
left
Ajax
for
team, is it?
AX. Yeah, their squad has been really raided heavily, man. Everybody has been picked apart. And there's nothing left for them. I don't know who's left. I don't know whether they can fill
Even
enough
Bergwijn.
Doesn't
11
that
players
happen?
or not.
Doesn't that happen to Ajax every season and then mysteriously a new name pops up like it's FIFA regen mode now?
Yeah. Right. The Gravenberch went out, the Mazrui went out, and then Martinez went out, Anthony went out, Junior Timbers nearly
Yeah.
got out. And everybody was going out, man. So crazy, crazy, crazy hours for AX. Let's see if they can actually hold on. I think Luis Campos was also supposed to get on
I,
board with
I
AX.
think it happened, right? The deal? It
Yeah, I
went
saw
through
I saw I
eventually.
saw, I saw
Eventually
him.
went
I
through,
saw
yeah.
him with the shirt. So that went through or not? Is that a
It was quite
parody?
it was quite surprising, right? So he flew all the way to Ajax
And
Arena
then he turned back because
and then he
he
turned back because Ajax didn't want the deal.
didn't want to meet the
And then the
valuation.
Ajax people went to
Came back to
apologize
say
to him
sorry.
personally. And then what? In saying sorry, they pulled him back, is it?
Pull him back. Yeah, lah. Like now what we're doing to Douglas Luiz. Right? For me, I just want Arsenal to get at least one more player for but Alba to Chelsea. Guys, let's discuss this, man. Let's clear this
How back?
elephant in the room. No, no, don't use that. Don't use that, okay?
Not pong back.
That's
How back?
Pogback. That's only for Pogback. Let's address this little elephant in the room. Alba making that dreaded move from North to West London to Chelsea. First, let's ask the crowd as well. All right. Do you think Alba can bang for Chelsea? Do you think he can actually replicate the form we all saw him in when he started his career at Arsenal? Can we see the old Aubameyang for Arsenal? Can he replicate that same form that got him the top scorer? I think in his second season,
Mhm.
can he do that for Chelsea? Because if he does, right, guys, now Chelsea would look like a serious team because apart from their shoddy defense, which is really porous,
Yeah.
they cannot score for nuts. They cannot score to save their life. So, Zam, can Aubameyang be that guy to finally breach Stamford Bridge?
If Chelsea manage to bring in Memphis Depay, I'm not surprised lah.
Oh,
They
that's
are
another
gonna,
one,
That's another
Depay.
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
If let's say that happens, right, then you will see a whole different Chelsea tactics that may have three to five formation,
Oh,
five strikers up front. You may never know what
Tuchel's tricky blues.
to go
Tricky
secret.
Hey, Noah. Noah, if you're a Chelsea fan right now, will you be filled with confidence looking at the transfer of Aubameyang now playing for the Blues of Chelsea?
Wah.
Aubameyang?
Oh,
Black Cloud Yang. Okay lah. I don't know lah, but I think in Barcelona this season,
He was good, I think he got
he's good.
13 goals out of 17 matches. I think that's great, man.
Yeah.
And anyway,
I
I'm
mean,
looking
he still
at
has the
Twitter.
class lah.
I'm looking at Twitter right now. I don't know why. I cannot explain this. I cannot comprehend. But hashtag Murto out is also trending.
What
Why
the hell,
does,
yeah?
why does Manchester United always want to have a big part, man, in everything that is football, especially on Twitter? Why?
Must say that. I want to
Glazers
say that
out.
moment.
Glazers out.
Jesus in, guys.
Okay, but Aubameyang, quick one. Yes, no. Will he bang for Chelsea?
Hard to say, but yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Zami? Yes or no? Will he bang
Tuchel
for
will know
Chelsea?
how to bring out Alba.
The best, yeah, of Alba. What do you think, Zami?
I think with the fact that he knows the league, right? I think he
And the manager
might.
as well.
Yeah, the manager. I think he may score at least maybe
10 to 15?
10 goals.
Okay,
10
fair.
goals at least.
Yeah, same. I don't know what to call him, man. I'm always used to call him T-Burn Tips, but today he's coming out a little strong, so I don't know whether. Hey, Tips, how? This guy,
Actually, I
Aubameyang.
don't know. I mean, I
He
am
could go.
going to go on the opposite direction. Yes, he knows the leagues, he knows
Yeah.
Tuchel.
Mm.
No, I don't think it's going to be that great of a move, lah. I think it's
Okay.
just. I don't see it working out, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Fair. Fair. Noah, Spurs. Let's talk about Spurs right now. What are you guys doing, man? Daniel James, he went to Fulham instead. What a upgrade. And wait, but first and foremost, were you guys seriously in for him, Daniel James?
Yes,
Uh huh.
we are. We
Okay.
were in for him because Brian Gill was supposed to be for Valencia.
Okay.
It was already confirmed. It was 100% confirmed.
Okay.
But then Spurs tried to find more wingers to replace the Brian Gill because
Mhm.
what Conte says we need to how to say you want one person to leave, right? We
One
need
for
to
one lah.
replace,
One for one swap.
yeah, 1-for-1 for Brian
Okay.
Gill because I feel that I don't know why, but Conte really puts him in the bench,
Mhm.
And then okay, he doesn't play him is one thing lah.
Mhm.
But then why would you want to like replace? Why like does Conte like rate Brian Gill is one thing lah. I really don't know, man. It's like you should let the guy leave, man. You really in the Instagram really saying that I feel very sad or something like that. Like like emo quotes already starting because he feel like he's not happy in Spurs.
Okay. All
So-
right.
So
Sorry.
it's-
So no. Sorry. Just to hold you back slightly. Tips. It seems like another developing story we've got here. Zakaria to
Yep.
Chelsea. So the theory that you advanced just now may just ring through.
It may, but yeah, this is correct. What Ridwan said is correct because
Yeah.
they've already been discussed already. Mr.
Uh-huh.
Tapin Merchant has also reported that. So
Uh-huh. Okay. Funny enough, right? Dennis Zakaria went to Juventus only in
in
January.
January, yeah,
Yeah.
for like
So
7 million
wow.
euros.
Looks like somebody is really eager to get rid, man. To get rid of Dennis Zakaria. Sure, Antinola, bro. Cannot 6 a.m. lah. 6 a.m. right? That day we must conduct Majula Singapura already. Flag raising ceremony. We cannot do it, bro. Hey, but Darren, if you want to hop on, man, just
Hey,
you can,
Daryl, you want to come on? Or anyway, you're free, what?
yeah, ACL, right?
That's right.
Why am I laughing?
Asian Champions League.
Hey, but we got Mark also joining us. Mark, obviously, he can't sleep. He's nervous because you know why?
Glazers in.
Brandon
Glazers.
Rogers. Brandon Rogers masterclass incoming at 3 a.m.
No way.
Hey, Mark, what do you have right now on your end when it comes to Chelsea? Now, what's happening with Edson Alvarez first? Because 50 million was being slapped, and then that guy call up Anthony. He probably asked, hey, that time you leave, how? Say, okay, bro, I give you Army Days 101 book on how to twang, not twang. How to chucking from AX to Premier League. Okay, so what's happening on that one? Is that dead in the water?
Oh, for Essen, I don't know why he decided to leave Ajax so late. Is it because they don't believe in that manager, the mega mind called Albert?
Schroeder.
Yeah, I think everyone's jumping ship right now when he took over Ajax.
Okay. So that one is that one seems like it's not going to develop any further. All right. So we've got this one, Zakaria to Chelsea. How much truth to this current story, Mark?
Chelsea, yeah. I don't know, man. Desperation. Zakaria just joined Chelsea, right? How long
No,
ago?
Juventus.
Juventus.
Yeah.
I
January.
mean, sorry, they just joined Juventus how long
Yeah.
ago? Then now
January.
Chelsea.
Wow. Breaking news, Mark. Manchester United have actually put in a late bid for Wesley Schneider.
Wesley Sneijder.
Years back.
Malah
Wesley
butuh
Sneijder.
kan, sialan. I legit was like why Wesley Sneijder? Then
no.
I had to think like,
Guys, name me one player every transfer window you guys will consistently be linked to him, but he will
Schneider.
never come to your club. I will start with Arsenal. Gonzalo Higuain, forever linked to us. Never coming.
Ours has always been Rafael van der Vaart.
Rafael van der Vaart for Aston Villa. What about Spurs, man?
Wow.
That one player forever, every transfer window, you know for sure, you can bet your life on it. His name will pop up, but you will never see him. Never.
Actually, reverse Zaha, yeah.
Wilfred Zaha, okay? Wilfred Zaha for you. Zam, I don't know whether I'm asking the wrong club.
Wrong
Yeah,
club.
correct.
They get
Have.
everyone. They get
have,
everyone.
have, hey, have.
One only, one only.
Berbatov.
So Berbatov.
Betul.
Okay, Mark, what about Manchester United apart from, of course,
Snyder
Wesley
lah.
Snyder?
He had his brother as goalkeeper lah, Milinkovic Savic.
Milinkovic.
Milinkovic.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hey, that guy is not moving again, guys. Not moving again.
No.
The guy
Always
from
being
Lazio,
pressed.
I tell you,
Lazio.
just like how it's a myth they said, right? I was watching something today. They say
Uh-huh.
Pele has only ever played international games, right? Just like that. Milic only ever appears during the transfer window. And then nothing about him.
But you know his agent, right? His agent talks a lot and really promotes him and his
Yeah, of course. I mean,
But still nobody goes in for him.
nah.
That's
He was always his price out. Always price
The
out.
price,
Okay. Zab, can we take away the comment? Guys, again, if you want to join us, please just drop us a text. Anyone, if you know us personally, you can always just hit up. And then we probably give you the link. Of course, we are going through a bit of audition also. Not everybody can actually come on board. This is a holy institution.
Oh,
Okay,
Wow.
let's go in. Let me share the Twitter screen right now. All right. Ignore the Korean opas. I don't know why they have appeared on mine. That shows you that we have to like a lot of these videos. Let's go. Let's see what we have. Mesut Ozil join Arsenal. We need this kind of madness, man. Whoa, there's Natalie Sawyer and also Jim White. We need that. We've got Jason Bird, all right, from the Telegraph. Aston Villa rejected second bid from Arsenal. That was, of course, 15 minutes ago. Let's see if that one will finally be crossed over the line. Funny,
Who would have thought this would be the transfer talk
Douglas
of the day,
Douglas
right?
Lewis here. Douglas, I mean, no disrespect to this
Yeah.
boy, but wow, we are talking
Nobody
about
expected this.
we are probably talking about Dungas, yeah, Brazilian Dunga. Okay, the fee that Brighton will pay Chelsea for Billy Gilmore is in the region of 9 million. Whoa, is he making the move to Brighton right now? Has that been confirmed?
I think the medical was done, I think. Or medical was being
Wow,
scheduled.
Medical was
Billy,
done.
Billy Gilmore. All right, always the talented boy.
Yep.
This is from Rudy Galletti 42 minutes ago. Arsenal are still looking for a winger. Hey, this guy, if you ever need to feel good about your life, go and subscribe to Rudy Galletti. He will probably tell you all those stories that will never have ever appeared. This is from Noah Dennis Zakaria wants the Chelsea move. Discussion around loan with an option to buy source from Fabricio Riduano. Riduano or Romano? Noah?
Romano.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Go Pepin, ah.
Riduano. Mio.
But I believe Fabrizio Ridwano more.
All right. The Bravka to Manchester United will be official in the next minutes. I don't know about you guys.
It's
man,
official
but
already. I saw him posting it.
yeah, I mean,
posting a jersey.
I will have the Bravka any time of the day. Mark, the Bravka. Your thoughts?
No lah, we have too many keepers lah. And United and their
Oh, yeah
institution of goalkeepers. Why one more?
And
I don't understand.
send me the restream link.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll say you right. Who's coming on board, bro?
We've got someone coming on board.
Someone
fellow
coming,
Gunner,
okay.
A fellow
Okay.
Gunner.
Somebody.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
fellow
give.
Bruno.
Okay. Tips. Wait. All right. Go on, Mark. At this current moment, you are someone who is overly subscribed to Twitter, much at my annoyance at times. Okay.
course.
But then again, some of the big moves, man. Talk us through who do you expect to move? What are some of the maybe the left field transfer move that you expect some of the clubs can actually make or will make?
Memphis Depay. He's still stuck.
Memphis Depay.
Free transfer, but still stuck.
Okay, wait. The contract, has that been terminated legally? Is that done right now?
I remember Social there and United are interested, but I think he wants to know who gives him a good offer before he terminates his contract.
Oh, okay. You reckon we can see him in the Premier League?
No, because the only Premier League club interested is United. Then other than that, is back to La Liga, Real Social there.
Okay, all right. Wow. Memphis Depay, I think he can do a job, man. For Noah. Noah mentions here, fuck, I want Depay.
Why you want to say in the chat? Why you don't want?
Noah, don't be shy. Come on. Nobody's gonna criticize you for your opinion. Why do you want Depay? And where does that leave your Mr. Showboater, Mr. Bentelet Crymore, Richarlison?
I mean, Brian Gill has to go. So I will want Depay, man.
Okay, all right. So
You
Depay.
want everyone lah. But
Upgrade,
Sumo also
man.
your one never use also.
Oh, they did in the last match. Okay, so right now
my main Richarlison is
a couple of players
ideal.
top of the year. Guys, Adama Traore, he's not being favored by Bruno Lage. I think that guy for 10 million is quite a snip. You can actually make use of Adama Traore when shit hits the fan or the ceiling. When you need a goal, you can call up that little bit of the tanker.
Yeah, why isn't Spurs going in for him?
I
He's a
don't know.
winger.
I
He's
thought
a
that
winger. The fella's
he's a winger.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, can
right
play
wing back.
wing back, what?
Can play wing
He's a
back.
wing back as well. Yeah, why
I
isn't
think we
Spurs
have two
going in
stack
for
in
him?
that position already. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got Emerson
We
Royale. They've got Jet
Anderson
Spence.
Royale, we got the Jet Spence. Now we
But
got
Noah,
Lucas Moura.
also, right, it was for that proposal that he rejected Spurs as well, right? Because
Uh,
Spurs actually proposed right wing back, and then he said, "No, I'm not having that shit. That's not my life. I'm going to Barca because I want to play only right wing." Right?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you cannot sell that idea to him. So he's not impressed with that proposal. So another one, yeah, Adama Traore. Let's look at him closely. Let's see if he's gonna make the move. One thing for sure, Pedro Neto, meh, not
Not
happening.
gonna happen.
No, I
Not
will
happening.
never.
I don't think Wolves will sell this late.
Yeah, not gonna happen already. Also another one, Yuri Tillemans. He has actually come out and said that he will stay, bro, and he
Has
will
he
stay
said
for
that?
1 more. Yeah, so they say that I don't know. Let me just quote this. This is something that we got, of course, from the cesspit of bullshit that we call Twitter. Tillemans to stay at Leicester as no formal offer came from Arsenal. He wants to do well the rest of this half of the season and at the World Cup to open up more opportunities in January. This comes from a tier one Belgian reporter is Sasha Tavolieri. So Belgian top one. This is the person that you should actually rely on when it comes to Belgian players. So yeah, Sasha Tavolieri has mentioned that Tillemans will continue his stay at Leicester because no formal bid has actually come for this guy.
No, but it's a win-win for him. He get minutes, which will cement his place in the
Yeah,
Belgium squad.
yeah.
I
I,
think
I, I,
regardless, he'll start for Belgium as
Yeah.
well. Lah.
Yeah, and I came up with this theory, right? I spoke to again the Arsenal group. I don't know the Arsenal guy who comes in. If he wants to join the group, come on, and he's more than welcome. When we signed Zinchenko, I
Mhm.
told them that day that's the end of Tillemans. That could only signal one thing: we are not going for Tillemans. And I remember when the first big focus episode, you guys were asking me, right? Hey, An, what's happening with Tillemans? Is he going to come to us? I said no,
Mm.
because if Arteta wanted him, Arteta would have gotten him already because that's how we work right now when
True.
it comes to all the transfer dealings, right? Arteta usually lands his first target, if not his second. So Dennis Zakaria has having medical in
Yep. Yep.
Turin. Chelsea have reached agreement with Juventus to take the 25 years old Switzerland international on loan with option to buy. All being well with checks, midfielder joining Chelsea. So that has effectively put the proposed move of Edson Alvarez, Crymo Alvarez. You
Out of
could
the
have
scope even.
tried harder, so he
Let's
cannot.
see. But let's keep a close watch out and see if this actually starts the domino effect now.
Yes. Okay.
This
All
is
right.
a domino
And
effect.
we've got a guy who right now wants to join us. I'm really happy because this is not always right that we have another fellow Gunner who joins us. I don't know. There's
Yep.
so much hate and so much animosity when it comes to Arsenal, but at last we've got 49, 49, 49 undefeated. We've got Guru. Is this Guru?
Guru
Yeah,
Paradise.
it's me.
Hey, Guru. Wait, Guru. What business do you have right now that you're not on your bed? You should be sleeping, bro. You should be
Dude,
sleeping.
it's transfer deadline.
Oh,
There's
it's
no
transfer
other business
deadline.
bigger.
I forgot.
But
All right.
I thought Arsenal not going to sign players. Why all away? Go sleep lah.
Hey.
No, Edu just messaged me. If not, I wouldn't be playing.
Yes, we're coming over to your house and we're gonna steal the bride. Okay, in a gunny sack. We are going to do it strong arm tactic. Hey, but Guru, first time here.
Mhm.
All right, Arsenal, quick one. The win, the victory against Aston Villa. I thought the scoreline flattered Aston Villa. It should never be 2-1. We should be out of sight
It should
by
have been
the
five.
first
It
half.
should have been at least 4-0.
4-0 at least. It should. But
I agree. I agree.
Steven Gerrard leaves to see another day. But what do you make of Arsenal performance first? Because I was slightly worried, man. I don't know about you, but our wastefulness in front of goal, I'm afraid that this could be a recurring theme again, where we fail to take our chances and then someone bites
I
back.
think the overconfidence with the previous games and everything came into play to a certain level.
Mm,
They felt that they actually already settled down, they know what they're doing and that kind of
Mm.
process. But at times you could see the gaps that we left in.
Yeah.
That's when they started giving the counter and so on. And then
Mhm.
there wasn't enough forcefulness at the back end.
I
They
agree.
played a very good game,
Yep.
but you could see the gaps there.
Yeah. And you reckon that will be rectified in time for the big clash on Sunday? Of course, again that guy MU Mark and Napshot Studio. I hate that team, man. With every fiber in my body, I hate that team. Do you think enough time? First, will we be coming up with our brand new toy in the middle in the form of a Douglas Lewis?
Dagi.
Kiss me, hug me.
All people, right?
Dagi.
To be very frank, Douglas Lewis might be blowing up right now in Twitter, whatsoever it is. And then all of a sudden, it might be Tielemans there.
Okay, no, you read my mind. Yeah, no, you're
It's a
right. You're right.
possibility which can
Smoke
happen
screen,
because
smoke screen FC.
Actually, I
if
ask you all,
Douglas Lewis is going to be costing us like 20 plus million, and then suddenly now Tielemans is at fucking 17, 19, and then suddenly they might just go for him, and then he's just going to come up with the shirt, holding it over there beside Edu, and then signing a contract.
No lah, let's agree on something. If you all
Okay.
sign Tielemans on deadline day,
Uh-huh.
we sign Frankie.
No. I rather take
yeah,
the L
breaking-
for us not to.
Dude,
take
Not
any-
happening.
Frankie de Jong is like
breaking news.
he's a myth,
okay.
like the
Okay.
Loch Ness monster right now.
Frank, okay, we've got breaking news. Sorry, tips. Sorry to cut in.
Yeah.
Noah, what do we have right now?
Dennis Zakaria, here we go.
Okay,
That's
Zakaria, Chelsea done.
already.
That was
that means
fast.
guys.
Yes, Chelsea is done.
Your
That
theory
means
done.
Douglas
Sense.
Lewis is moving to Arsenal.
Wow.
Yeah, the
wow.
domino effect.
Watch this space. Trust me.
Okay, guys. All right. So Dennis Zakaria has actually made his move. It's here we go for him to Chelsea again. Is it going to be a year, just a season loan with an option to buy? Right. Okay, guys. So that's Dennis Zakaria done, and this could actually set the gears moving. Everything should be in motion right now. And as what Tips actually mentioned, start of the stream, this could be the domino effect that we'll be looking at. Right, and we thought it's going to be for the big stars. Lo and behold, it's for Douglas Lewis. Okay, strange times to be living in. Heard Liverpool signing Steven Gerrard as
Please do.
of-
Take it and go. Take it and go.
Will he sleep? Will he still sleep? Has he changed his boots? Has he been sleeping in his training?
Bro, all his slips are because he's using futsal shoes, not the boots.
Why lah? If all the money in the world and you decide to go to Queensway to buy futsal shoes instead of boots. Okay, Mark, what do we have right now? What can we look forward to? Hey, let's not talk about only the traditional big boys, man. I'm looking at people like Brighton. I'm looking at West Ham. I'm looking
also
at
there's no moves.
Dude, look at
Brighton.
Brentford, bro.
Brentford. Yes, what's happening with Brentford as well? Are we missing out? Hey, Southampton. They have been busy, man. They have been scouting around Europe to get all the top
Lacroix.
wonder kids from
Lacroix.
fifth. Yeah, Lacroix. Is that done right now?
No news on that.
I think no news.
Okay, so
The
Lacroix
last
is not
the
done.
last update was from Fab was 5 hours ago. They're still in talks to sign him.
Wow.
But one of the main reasons this kind of teams, they don't have the pull for this kind of newses and everything, right? It's basically because they don't have the money to pull in a lot of people, or they're not in a position to pull in the names that they want.
Yep.
So if let's say even if they make a buy for 2-3 million or even 10 million, right, it doesn't really pop out in Twitter or anywhere else. You learn about it after transfer is done.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, like
agree.
Fabrizio reports it lah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And remember I told
Oi.
you Kaleta on the way to England.
Southampton. I saw Southampton.
Southampton, yeah.
Yeah.
Southampton. Surprising,
Fabrizio Romano Leeds have decided to leave the negotiation for Bamba Dieng. The deal is now off. So he is going to Nice instead. Or is he from Nice? Bamba Dieng. And then let's see. Right.
Malganowski.
Okay, so at this current moment, it's all about Dennis Zakaria. Let's look at the trending, man. Yuri Tielemans. Let's see what's happening on that front. Yuri Tielemans. Let's see. Oh, there you go. The famous tweet of Arsenal adding Pedro Neto, Yuri Tielemans. Not happening. Sorry to break your bubbles. Not happening. So Douglas Luiz is the only target we have for midfield. I'm certain that the club feels that they can't get Yuri because Leicester does not want to budge. All right. In essence, I think they have actually played hardball for this one. Let's see if there's anything good on
Very
Twitter
frank, they
right
actually
now.
need him.
Sorry?
To be very frank, they actually need him.
Oh yeah. They do. Wow. No, this is just not in. All right, but Gerard Romero mentioned that a club actually offered 100 million to sign Frankie De Jong today. Who's that club, Mark? Was that PSG combined with Man City?
I think Manchester United lah.
Newcastle lah.
Newcastle. Is that why Sunil does not want to hop on into this stream
He's
right now?
sleeping. He's in bed. He's in
No.
bed.
Bullshit.
You're teaching
Tomorrow-
tomorrow lah.
I think he is the Jack Cheng lah.
All right. Let's see what we have right now.
Serginho
Wow.
Dest has joined AC Milan on loan with 20
Okay.
million buy
Yeah.
option.
And that's why Hector Bellerina will be going to Barcelona for that one. Okay. Wow. I want to be Hector Bellerin, man. You don't play, you be a vegan, you plant trees when you win, be a fashion model, don't play football, but you get to go to places like Barcelona and play football.
But he's back where he basically started.
Yeah. How I wish he
He's
never made
back
that
at
move.
home.
How I wish he never made that move. All right.
No, he did perform
For a short
in
while, man.
a lot of
Betis.
for a lot of critical matches,
Yeah.
but after a while it just went downhill.
I think he has got more damage, more harm than good for me personally.
He doesn't know how to cross.
Yeah, bro. Liverpool have failed in their pursuit of Douglas Luiz. I think that something that we have already discussed. Let's see. Frankie De Jong stays at Barcelona, of course. You take it only from Fabricio Romano. You trust him with your life. You trust him with more than your partners. We go on with the AFC stuff right now. Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool have all been tracking Douglas Luiz, and one club are set to make an official offer, and that's of
It's
course
Arsenal lah.
referring to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, so this guy is really hot in demand, man. Tips.
No, but
Why is it? Why
very
is it so
serious.
late though? Why is it so late though?
Yeah, to be very serious, right? Before yesterday's match, right? I didn't see his name out there at all.
Bro, yeah.
Honestly, I thought that because right, 2 weeks ago, it was stated that he is ready to sign the contract extension, a 3-year contract extension.
Okay.
And this came about 2.5 weeks ago. So I thought it was just a matter of time, wait for the window to close, get him to sign. This morning,
Maybe
after
because no one was already there. Now everyone is out there.
probably, and right now, it's just a day. I mean, the day the window is closing, he's just being mentioned everywhere. It's crazy.
Wow.
Dude is the Omega Swatch watch right now.
Everybody wants a piece of him.
Yeah,
Right.
everyone is just circling around him right now.
All right. There you go, Inner Tika. You all can read right now. I'm just gonna go through this quickly. Yuri Tielemans does not even know himself where he's gonna end up after tonight. No bid from Arsenal
No.
at the moment, but 3 Premier clubs will be interested. And this is according to Jacob's Ben, of course, who is a writer that covers Leicester City intensively. Wow, he has nowhere to stay. Noah, extra space on your bed for Yuri Tielemans tonight. No. Wow, Douglas Luiz scored from one corner, then Arteta suddenly convinced to sign. This United guy, this
Three
Alif,
corners.
three
Three
corners.
corners.
His
Three
receipt,
corners.
his receipt is getting longer also with me. Okay, all right. So Yuri Tielemans, I think at 2 a.m. once the lineup is out for Leicester, then you will have
We
a
will know,
clearer,
yeah.
you will have a clearer indication of whether Yuri will make that move or not. Because if he does not feature, then I tell you this will rumble on for the next 5 hours. Where would Yuri? And maybe like what Guru actually mentioned just now, maybe it could be true that all this Douglas Luiz smoke will go up in the air and then only for Yuri Tielemans to come to Arsenal. So that one might be an interesting piece. We are about just 5 minutes away from 2 a.m. That's when the lineup for Leicester City will be up. Mark, can you hold on to that task of giving us the latest update for that lineup, all right? Because your match is going to be played at 3 a.m., correct?
Yes.
Marcos Alonso is doing his medical at Barcelona.
Okay, so Marcus Alonso have already made that move. Of course, that is
Yeah,
again
that was a switch for
switch,
Aubameyang and him.
for
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Guru, what do you make of Aubameyang, man? Can you think of a time where Aubameyang can actually be good for Chelsea?
No, to be very frank, I think he might perform
Uh-huh.
in the sense of like a swan song for himself,
Okay.
but not to the extent of being like the top scorer or so on and so forth. But
Okay.
he might be a pivotal person that they need. He might not be the main goal scorer,
Uh-huh.
but they definitely need someone to support him in that sense.
Okay. All right. So it's not gonna be Lone Ranger act lah. He needs a good supporting cast as well to help him out.
No, definitely not, definitely not. Aubameyang has never been sole striker.
Okay.
He
alright.
always needs someone to play him the ball.
Yep. True. Agree. Okay. Wow. Julian Alvarez. Interesting.
Bomb diggy bomb.
Bamba Niang.
Bang
Hey,
diggy.
Bamba.
who's Bambang doing?
Hey, Zam, now that we are on this guy, Julian Alvarez, all right, there's little Mighty Mouse. Came in, scored a brace. Impressive. We all know of his talent. I'm really glad that United didn't get their hands on him. But looking at this guy, how impressed have you been with his start to his life at Man City?
It's gonna be a tricky choice, Haaland
This fella
and
tricky choices.
Alvarez. FPL is important.
Rabak lah.
No,
FPL.
but
Yes.
serious. I
Like
saw
giving
one
up,
of the
like.
City fans were saying that he's an upgrade from Jesus.
He's an upgrade on Jesus.
Yeah,
Mm.
he plays the same way.
Whoa.
He plays the same way as Gabriel Jesus, but I think he's more prolific.
Oh no, okay, no. That I will
Yeah.
give you. That I will give you. I think he is
Yeah.
more prolific in front of goal than Gabriel Jesus. No,
Mhm.
that I will give you.
And I want to ask you
But
something.
you also
And
need to know that anyone who comes into the striker role for Man City, right?
Yeah.
They already have all the chess players around them for them to provide them the needed balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I mean or not?
Yeah.
That means, dude, you can be lesser than Aubameyang, you can be lesser than Jesus, you can even be lesser than Alvarez, and still come into the spot and just go stand in front of the penalty area, and then a ball is going to come.
Chris Wood and you
But
could be scoring so many
but then you look at this one player called Raheem Sterling.
Oh no!
Hate on
That one is
him,
the miniature T-Rex running.
Hey guys, another breaking news. I think this will actually make Mark fall off his seat. There you go. Cristiano Ronaldo is apparently motivated to play in the Europa League this season, and this has been reported by Sky Sports. See!
Well, coming to Arsenal, lah.
Glazers in. Mark,
He has
Glazers
no
in.
choice. He has no
Glazers
choice.
in, man.
Glazers in ready.
Glazers in, Mark. Come on, say it.
Look, hey, wait. How apt, right?
No
You see,
way.
Acknowledge.
the arrangement of the tweet. All right, this is on top. Cristiano Ronaldo is motivated, and then look at this celebration by Liverpool. Guys, I promise. All right, I promise. I didn't plan for this. Okay, official Sergino Dest has joined AC Milan on loan
Oh,
with 20
guys.
million.
Nabil
Yes.
Fekir is in the office of Real Betis to finalize his transfer to Barcelona.
What?
Wow, that has happened finally.
Nabil Fekir.
He was always
Fekir,
linked.
Nabil
He
Fekir.
was always
linked
linked.
everywhere.
Yeah, he was always
Yeah.
linked to Barcelona.
Another forget going Barcelona.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, finalized the
What
transfer to
the
Barcelona.
heck?
Wow.
Eh.
Another breaking news: Jack Grealish has actually returned to
To
Man
Aston Villa.
City's training. No. Get over it. Get over it. Okay. Hey.
Why like the news like very familiar one?
So
Are you
that's
picking
it.
from the same source.
So right now we don't have a lot to go through. It's still about Douglas Lewis. It's
Yeah.
still around those bubbles. So
Now is the
They don't
crunch
have
time. Now is
yeah.
the crunch time where everyone is just calling each other's offices to make the deals and everything.
Dude, do you think right now Edu has completely shut his barbecue grill? Is he on his phone or still on his barbecue grill?
Dude, on phone, on computer, on tablet, even the iWatch. iWatch also you looking at it, bro.
Also like this. Talking on iWatch.
Douglas Lewis, can you hear me?
Hey, Aston Villa, what's happening right now? Yeah, are you still waiting on that news for Douglas Lewis to come out and then for Gallagher to come in? Is that what you're holding on to?
No. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Okay,
But we need a central midfielder lah. So
all
see
right.
where that happens.
Okay, so right now I think the lineup should be out anytime soon.
Not yet.
For Leicester, I think now with that, then we can actually make our own brand of conclusion whether Yuri Tillemans will be leaving the King Power Stadium.
I think Leicester is scared to release the lineup.
No. Brandon Rogers is listening to us. So he purposely wants to spoil our party. Don't let the boys have their fun. Mark, looking intensively into the phone. Anything good to report for Leicester?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Okay. Noah, is that time of the day for you to go offline?
So I turn on the aircon.
I see. Not what I think you was.
Okay, the lighthouse out.
Okay, let's read it.
Please. Okay, from
He's
Manchester
playing.
United, the starting lineup is
Okay.
Same.
De Gea, Martinez, Bruno, Rashford, Malacia, Ericsson, Varane, Dalot, Sancho, Ilanga, McTominay.
Wow.
For Leicester,
Yes. What?
drums rolls, please lah.
Okay, wait. I'll get you the song. Okay, let's go, bro. Bad idea.
Dewsbury Hall,
Bro, because the music.
Tielemans,
So
Damn it.
Somare,
okay.
Madison,
You are no longer 49 and defeated. You have been defeated already. That theory has been debunked. Okay, so there you go, guys. For any Arsenal fans or for any other fans who might be hoping, right, that morsel of hope, that mustard seed of hope that you have, completely vanished. Tielemans will be staying with Leicester, right, Mark? I don't think you hear.
No
any
lah,
business.
bro. After match finish, still can go for medical.
And
Still got time.
this guy are very hard to handle. Tough customer, Tips. Why you send the link to him?
You see, just like how I have the hopes that now that Zakaria is moving to Chelsea, the domino effect will take place. Gallagher to Villa, then Luis to Arsenal.
Hey, you know what? If that's the case, I'd rather take Gallagher than you can
Hey,
keep.
enough lah,
You
enough lah.
can
Just
keep. You can keep Douglas Lewis.
take the Luis, take
Give
the
us
Luis.
Gallagher.
Take the Luis, one Gallagher, one everyone.
Anyways, breaking news, Spurs has finished the transfers already.
Why? Hey, so fast. Why did you break
Not
the
going
news
to buy
so
anyone
fast? Relax lah. Have you not listened to Guru just now?
Guru
It
will say,
won't happen. It will never happen. Spurs will never buy anymore.
Come on,
Anyone.
Anwar. Hey, different spirit, you know. Antonio Conte.
Bro, I know my club. I know Levy lah. You know what's happening lah.
Okay, all right. Mark, are you impressed with the lineup? Wow, he's choosing the same team, right? They say if
Bro,
it's not
he's
broken,
happy, man. Look at his face.
if it's not broken, don't fix it.
beaming.
Don't change your winning team.
Yeah. Don't change it because this Sunday is going to be a different outcome. It's no longer a winning team.
No, but I actually want Menu to win.
but with
Yeah,
Maguire
same,
being dropped again for the third game in a row,
Yeah.
Mark,
Could
what
he
do
be
you
the one
think?
leaving?
Mark, what do you think? You think he would want
Yeah,
to?
it's going to be a last minute buy for Arsenal.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Can we just not bring this up? All right. Hypothetically, we can put this Maguire making his way back home, back to Leicester, because Leicester now have lost Fofana for good money. And if there's one place that can actually revitalize, rekindle his career, will be again back to his old stomping ground, which is definitely Leicester City. Mark,
A very big possibility.
right? If I'm Maguire, I would consider that, man. Go back to where I started. Not where I started, but where I actually made my mark. Back to Leicester City. Anything on that, Mark? Do you think that can actually be true? Because he was linked to Chelsea. So which means you guys want to
Right.
cash in.
Oh, but I must see the favoritism of Gareth Southgate. And with Maguire not playing any minutes, will he still start at the World Cup?
Confirm.
Oh.
Who does
That's the
Maguire
problem.
play
No.
for? Manchester United. Confirm.
Look, it doesn't matter how much of minutes people play. It's who Southgate wants to play.
Yeah.
It's
Southgate.
the
Yeah, that's
English,
why
the English text.
England won't do anything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry.
be careful lah. We've got an England fan here lah.
My bad.
Steven will be Teams will be offended lah.
No, but to be very frank, I think Maguire should force in a move or so on because it might make things better for himself.
Yeah, true. I agree.
He might gain his confidence somewhere else because over here he's just being shut down over and over and over again.
Yeah, true.
Because
true,
the pressure might be getting to him over here because everyone is being so crucial of him.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Spezia have signed Ethan Apandu on the season-long loan from Chelsea.
Ethan
Who
Ampadu.
pressure?
Pando, yes, Spezia.
Spezia.
That guy. Pando.
Going
Okay.
steady, yeah.
Breaking
Wonder
news.
Kid.
11 seconds ago, Barcelona have confirmed that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Sergio Dest, and Abde are not training with the squad as they are finalizing moves. Memphis Depay and
And
Pjanic
Memphis
both
Depay.
still training with Xavi's squad. So it looks
Well,
like
they can stay
maybe,
lah.
yeah, maybe Depay will be
It's so
staying
enough.
at the end of the day. Wow. Okay. So again, Aubameyang will be making his move to London. All right, but not, of course, not to Arsenal, not to Spurs, not to West Ham, not to Brentford,
The
Chelsea.
snake,
Yes, I know. I have never fancied him anyway.
the very old snake.
Average. He's an average player.
How long
Right.
you want this life for, Ridwan? You tell me. How long you want this life for?
Yeah. Hey, only us. Only, I think in the whole of Southeast Asia, only Snapchat Studio is covering right now. Deadline madness. Okay. So there you go. In the ticker, that has been confirmed by the man himself, Fabrizio Romano, that Memphis Depay is right now training with Xavi and Barcelona. So
Swish.
I don't know. Maybe.
He'll probably stay.
Memphis Depay has terminated his Barcelona contract. Is now available on a free, and this is by Nacional. I don't know, huh?
He terminated his contract and then he training over there.
Oh wow, what an interesting tweet. Anthony against Zinchenko. This is by Mark. Let us show the tweet itself. He's- so in this tweet, it's showing clearly that Anthony is destroying the defenders around him. But I think what is more riveting, he mentioned here against Zinchenko. Wow, ballsy from our guy Mark. Okay, receipt taken. Kecik, 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 kecik. I'm taking everything down for today.
You know what?
Wait,
You know what
where's the
Anthony's,
retreat?
and you know what Anthony's going to do, right? He's going to go in circles, spin in circles.
No, he has already
Few
done
time,
it.
I tell you.
He's done it during the press conference already. This
Wait, I thought it was Photoshop.
it was Photoshop lah.
Don't scare me. Imagine if that was Pep, the manager, and then he goes around. I think
Hey, wait. Interestingly, right now, Zami, for Man City, that's done, right? You guys have really tapau
who
your
else they
transfer.
want?
Wait.
Wait,
I'm quite surprised with Manuel Akanji. I think this has not been spoken a lot about.
Oh yeah,
Manuel
yeah.
Akanji.
That buy was really out of the blue. No
Out
one
of the blue,
expected
bro.
it actually.
5 centre backs that you have right now.
Okay. Take into account. Laporte is injured.
Yep.
John Stones is finding his form.
Okay.
So I guess the left back has always been an issue lah. I think Kyle Walker was found wanting that when he played centre back.
I thought he was found guilty for what he did to ASM.
I thought ASM made him find his place, Eddie.
ASM didn't release him.
Was that the reason why
Kyle-
ASM got injured?
Hey, please, ASM, Kyle Walker is not Pogba to do witchcraft, all,
yeah, but that purchase was really out of the blue. No one expected it, but I think it's a good buy because
Yeah.
in a way it will push Ake to fullback from what we know lah. I think the whole converting centre back to left back will happen with Ake lah.
Okay, all right.
But I think in terms of buys for City, I think more or less we are settled lah. Pep was not going to buy for the
breaking news.
Okay, let's go.
Rosma Mansour has been sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Yeah.
What, 94 million?
No, 940
94,
million.
940 million.
970 million.
970 nearly 1 billion.
970 million, dah.
Nearly 1 billion for the fine. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what?
Prison FC women's team.
Who's the head coach?
That could actually get us more than 20. They can get us 20 Douglas Luiz, bro.
Hey, that could make me buy the club, bro.
That could get me 1% of City.
Bro, after we touch offensive, you do until like that.
Hey,
Look how he
Aston Villa was
scores.
bought for how much? How much only? 100 million. I'm buying.
No, but go look at their money now.
True lah, that's true lah.
All right. Okay. A bit of this is just the lowdown of the Denis Zakaria transfer from, of course, Juventus to Chelsea. Let's talk about the structure of the deal. All right, it will be a loan move with an option to buy that is being set at 30 million, 30.
Wow.
Right, but it's not mandatory. Not mandatory. So no
Juventus is-
obligation.
But I think 30 million is still a fair amount.
Okay. Yeah. Full international, man.
And
Full
Juventus only
international.
paid 7 million for him, I think, this season.
Hey, no,
in
free.
January.
He
Was
got
it
free transfer.
Yeah.
Free transfer, bro.
I thought his contract ended like end of last season, so they got paid some money for him.
No, you're right,
Yeah,
you're right,
they
you're
paid
right,
some
you're
money
right.
for him.
No, I thought it was free. What?
No,
No,
he
they
will
paid
only
some
be
money.
free if he had actually entered this summer, but he entered in
Ah,
January.
okay.
They ended in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah, good one. All right, so loan with 30 million buy option, not mandatory, potential 5 years contract, and Chelsea to cover 100%.
What? Let's talk
his
about this.
salary.
What's it Chelsea and giving such high contracts? Fofana 7 years, no.
Because they are afraid change of ownership
Just
again.
afraid.
They're
Yeah.
thinking about the future already. What's going to happen life after Todd Bowley? Because look at how he's splashing money. I think he can only last for 6 months, Todd Bowley, until he hits bankrupt.
I think so. Okay. I think Zami wants to sleep already, like, cause
Okay,
you
all
know
right,
City not
Zam.
gonna buy any players.
Yeah.
He say stay up for what?
Yeah,
Right?
so-
Hey, but
Breaking news.
I
Haizam
seriously
already
need to
give
talk
up
about
for the transfer deadline. My eyes sleepy.
No, but dude, do you know something or not?
Uh,
When Sergio Aguero was actually bought his first 5 games,
uh-huh.
and now Haaland playing the first 5 games, right?
Yeah.
The amount of goals scored on each of their 5 games, right,
It's the same.
is on par, except for the last one.
Yep.
Where Haaland hat trick. Yep.
So, what
I
are you
think
trying to-
Aguero was 2 goals.
so what are you trying to insinuate? That he's going to be the next Aguero?
No, he's not going to be the next Aguero.
Uh-huh.
He's
What I'm
better than
trying to
Aguero.
say, Yeah.
Hey, he's making a mockery, of the league. He is a cheat code,
Fucking
right?
hell, 5 games, 2 hat-tricks, no.
The lot. Okay,
Because Sleepy already want to
But
talk
there
about
was
Haaland lah, cheat code lah, all lah.
no. But there were certain incidents where he was in the right place at the right time.
the ball seems to be attracted to him, not the other way around.
Exactly.
He can be standing at the sideline having water break. The ball will still come to him.
Guys.
Breaking news
Jeremy-
again.
This one the legit one.
Okay.
Jeremy Boga
It's not
has
broken news.
Jeremy Boga has rejected the chance to sign for Leicester and will stay at Atlanta this season.
Okay, good news. Nobody wants to come to Leicester. You might as well sell Yuri Tillemans to us.
He's
Nobody
talking
wants to
to
come to your club.
halftime.
Another news, another
Okay,
breaking
okay.
news.
Another breaking news. All right.
Huddersfield have signed Luke Mabete on a season-long loan from Manchester
Wow.
City.
Yes.
Here we
That-
go.
That was the news that we all stayed up for. To Huddersfield, right?
Yes.
Atta boy.
Bodoh lah. Did anyone see about Matty Long Longstone, that Newcastle midfielder?
Long stop.
Sunil will know.
Longstone.
Longstone,
He Longstone. See, Sleepy already. That's why I said on loan to the League One club, I think.
Oh, the brother lah, the younger brother, I think.
Yeah.
The younger brother.
Scoring a screamer against United and then you get jinxed. Moral of the story: don't score against United.
Yeah. Okay, Zam. Okay, Zam. Why not?
Yeah,
I give
we let
I
you
give
go
you a
sleep,
I give you a timeline. No. Don't let him sleep. Yeah, he has to be tortured for a
Betul
bit.
lah.
Okay, this is 1 hour 40 minutes. We'll end this trip exactly. All right, 2 hours mark. Can we have that deal? All right. So 20 more minutes and then we are done for the night. Okay, guys. Can we do that? 20 more minutes.
Because
Let's move on.
there's a substitute from the red half of Manchester.
No need lah. That guy is a fraud. I already have the real Manchester United fan with me. So if Mark says that it's breaking, then I will take his words for it. All right. If not anybody else, I don't take it. Especially Noah.
Guys,
See,
this is literally breaking also. Nottingham
Tips,
Forest. What
you
the
are on
flying
you are on yellow card, Tips.
Guys,
Just remember you're on yellow
legit,
card.
legit. Nottingham Forest are set to sign their 500th player of this. Okay, not 500. Are set to sign
20th.
Michi Batshuayi. Deal
Wow.
almost with Chelsea.
Serious?
Yeah.
Breaking
Wow.
news,
Go check your
Nottingham Forest
sources.
is changing the whole team.
Fabrizio, go and check.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, but actually, if I'm not wrong, right, Nottingham Forest was one of the lists for the amount of money spent for transfers.
FFA, have you taken a look at their owner? That guy looks like a mafia. No, if he's not done any
Yes.
crime, then nobody has actually committed anything wrong in this world.
Dude, look at the logo. It's a bloody tree. It might be marijuana tree or what.
Where have you gotten this guy from? It's 2:15 a.m. I shouldn't be screaming. I got 3 kids sleeping inside this room. All right, Gelson Martins is now set to stay at Monaco. This is, of course, taken from Get French Football News, and he was linked to Tottenham. Okay, thank you so much, Noah, for the
You see,
breaking
I
news.
wasn't wrong. Even this says 229 signing of the summer. Nottingham Forest. Michi Batshuayi.
Nobody doubted you anyway. Right. So Nottingham Forest have actually set to sign Michi Batshuayi. But you know what's the funny thing is? They can sign all these players, but they put it on the bench. None of them
Correct.
will feature in their first team.
In the starting level.
They buy all these players, but they will lose 6-0 to
Yeah.
Manchester
Tell me
City.
sport washing without telling me sport washing. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what we have right now. Wow, Vardy going to be irrelevant in this game after meeting the butcher. This
Ooh.
is again tweeted by Mark.
Mark.
I'm gonna expose him, man. I'm on a different page. Okay, this
Later
season. I'm gonna expose his ass. All right. That is Zakaria that's done. Okay, Sky Cave on Douglas Luiz. If Aston Villa don't sell him today, Luiz can speak to other clubs from January and leave for
Yeah.
free next summer.
It's okay.
Villa have said that he's not for sale, but the player wants to join Arsenal. However, he would like to leave the club on good terms.
This came out 2 hours ago. You tell Sky Cave to,
Yeah.
to be a
No.
bit earlier.
But this little
Wi-Fi slow, bro.
that is little bit of information, right? It's like Michael Owen saying that the team that scores more goals will usually win the game. This is straight up Michael Owen's alley. Okay, we all know that he will go for free in January, all right? And then let's see what else do we have right now. Bellerin to Barcelona is in its final stages. All right, bye-bye, sayonara. Dennis Zakaria done. So right now it's all about Chelsea. Wow, Chelsea is busy, boy.
Hey,
Buzzing.
what is this? Bournemouth pushing to sign Nathan Redmond from
Wait,
Ridwano.
Nathan Raymond still playing. I thought he got sacked. His father got sacked from Spurs. I thought he followed his father open up one nasi padang stall since they both can't make it in football.
But there's another very big concern, that we need to look at.
Yeah, and what is that?
The transfer season,
Mm.
the most amount of money spent has been by EPL.
Always.
Yeah. Okay.
By, I think it's don't know how many billion dollars.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of concerning, is because just if now already we're looking at 1 point something billion.
Oh yeah.
Imagine
It's gonna be
2-3
the start of-
seasons down the road.
Yeah, true. And it doesn't help, right, bro? Like when you have Chelsea right now with Todd Bowley, who knows a player's price, but he does not understand the value.
Value, yeah, exactly.
Right? He can go to Leicester, all right, smack 70, he dropped the bag full of cash. That's the price. But is Wesley Fofana really
Is it worth it?
really revalued at 70? Right? And
No, for them the market valuation, right, doesn't play any part at all.
yeah.
No. Fishball noodle $5. Hey, bro, I might take $10 lah. They give me the fishball noodle. This is exactly what is happening.
Surya Arvind, thoughts on Tottenham? Who you asking this, Surya, to?
You want to
You
ask
got-
An or you want to ask Guru? They will say they are just a shit club.
Let's give it to Guru, because Guru is coming out with really good punchlines for tonight. Like Nottingham Forest symbol
Marijuana.
can closely represent marijuana. All right. Okay, that is just a conspiracy. All right. I place a big caveat.
But to be very frank, even though I'm an Arsenal fan or whatever it is, I'll give due respect to whatever club is playing better than us or whatsoever it
Do you
is.
think
But
Spurs are playing better than us?
no, Spurs are not playing better than us. They are holding their fort at the moment.
Yeah. No.
They are holding their fort at the moment. And then at times they do bitch about how the referees are not going their way and so on and so forth.
Uh-huh.
But I think everyone does that as well.
Yeah, lah. True. Okay. All right.
True.
But okay, since they got the draw with Chelsea, they might think that they're on a different level, but I don't think Chelsea is playing their normal game,
Yeah.
because they're not on the same level as they used to be.
True.
So maybe they cannot put themselves up over there.
Okay.
But Tottenham can get over there
Mhm.
if they can actually figure out whether they want to play Son or not. Because now
No.
there's a big commotion within Tottenham fans itself. I have a few friends myself. Richarlison and Son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a very big issue within there itself. Whether
Really?
who should be starting.
Okay. All right. Who should be starting? Noah.
If
Being
you
a Spurs fan.
ask me, yeah, that's no one.
Noah, come on.
At this point, I mean, form wise, I'll say Richarlison better now.
Just because he showboat lah.
But I feel Son to me. I still think he always makes an impact when he's in the pitch. But I think recently also he's just very, you can see it hasn't been performing that well. But I think, give him time I think he'll definitely come back to form one. It's just a matter of a blip
So take it from you, a Spurs fan yourself. So at this current moment, as we speak, Son should be up there.
Son should be up there still,
Top
bro.
packing order. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go, Surya Arvin. I hope that can actually
Been
put
told
you
that
to
Nabil
bed.
Fekir is not
Oh,
joining.
joining
Richarlison,
Huh? You hate Richarlison?
no, I feel that it should be Richarlison because he has a bit more of a burst factor considered to Son.
True. But I think in terms of what is required of him when you're playing in a setup of Conte's, I think Son is slightly more disciplined.
No, slightly more this.
Yeah. Plus, he has the experience of playing with Conte for 6 months already, right? So I think naturally you will take Conte.
Maybe in that sense. Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right. Wait. If
Nabil
Arsenal,
Fekir is not joining Barcelona.
not joining Barcelona, okay. So he was at the office of Barcelona having teh tarik, is it?
Probably lah.
Yes. They tarik.
Yes.
Baik salam
Nanti
baji.
kosong kata.
He went there for excursion.
Oh, excursion.
Excursion.
Was his kids along with him for the excursion? Tips, just because he's not working tomorrow, he's on form today. Okay. Right. Okay, so right now we've got any breaking news to share. Man, I thought it was going to be more active than this, man, but this has been completely dominated by Chelsea. The outs, the ins, it's all been Chelsea. When Douglas Luiz, are you coming or not, bro? If you are, call me.
Nottingham Forest is also quite wild.
No, yeah, exactly. For someone who has actually just been promoted and everything, right? The amount that they're spending, right? It's above par.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
but
let me let
it's
me
like
let me let me tell you that, right?
Where did the money come from?
Very simple, bro. First and
Ganja.
foremost, no, da, listen, da.
Ganja.
First and foremost, when a club gets promoted,
Da-da-da-da-da.
when a club gets promoted from the playoffs, right, they get
Mhm.
$140 million windfall,
Okay,
right?
parachute payment.
And that's a parachute, not the parachute payment. That is a championship playoff. They
Okay,
get the
okay.
140 million or 160 million. So
But
not
even
only
then,
do
the
they
whole amount cannot be used for the transfer
correct lah.
itself.
Not only that, your the owner, because FFP only falls in place 3 years, what?
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Right? So they have the 3 years too. So whatever players
Oh,
they
okay.
get in right now, I'm sure they would have put in a relegation clause inside. I think for
Oh,
everyone.
Ah,
So
alright.
yeah,
okay, okay. Oh, so that
But
gives them a bigger a
a bigger
bigger
because
a
think about
bigger
it,
regal
right?
room.
They literally had only 7 players after they got promoted because all their
Oh, loans. Okay, okay,
loan
okay, okay.
players left, players contract ended, everything. They only had 7 players, so they had to
Ah,
buy players
makes sense,
to
makes sense.
sustain. Yeah.
Wow. And that's why we love to have tips, right, in this stream because only he would have a comprehensive coverage and understanding of the championship. But is there is there a place that you're looking at for next season?
League One. Then I'll give
for,
you all more
for
information.
Aston Villa?
Then I'll be hello, I'm in League One.
Hey, but you know what? Speaking of which, right, there is the stark contrast between Bournemouth, who has refused to spend any amount of money to Nottingham Forest. And because of that, they have actually sacked Scott Parker. Of course,
My man.
Scott Parker came out and again he
Yeah.
was just throwing the whole management under the bus, which I thought he was within his lane to do so, right, Mark?
Yep.
You gave your manager nothing. That guy was
Hey,
working with a
guys, guys,
really tiny
guys,
budget.
guys, call the bomb
Uh,
squad. Call the bomb squad. Call the bomb squad.
why? What's happening?
Why one detonate transfer bomb all to sign Ronaldo? Call the bomb squad.
What is this? Last news. Fenerbahce to detonate the transfer bomb.
Mio, you need to sip
Wow.
your news.
This,
Everything I
this,
post.
this one going.
What?
This one
Cristiano
going.
Ronaldo lah.
This one is.
To Fenerbahce.
I cannot.
Okay lah, meanwhile,
In Turkey.
he can go and join Ozil over there.
Yeah, still. Hey, no. Was it no more already, bro?
Oh, no more already, huh?
Terminated already, bro.
Ozil went to the Istanbul, right? Is it?
Yeah. Did Trabzonspor? Did he
Oh,
actually?
No, he went to a rival club. That's why I don't
Machine
know.
Oh
Class.
yeah. All right. This is for Zolo Shen actually mentioned. Still think we should have went for Zakaria, but clearly, right? If it's not even rated at Juventus, why would he even be rated in the Premier League? Because I don't know, man. I think there's something suspicious about this guy Zakaria. Mark Zakaria, you watch a lot of Bundesliga, don't you? When he was his time at Mönchengladbach, he started really, really well, right? That earned him that international spot, and then his career kind of went. Phew.
Injury prone actually. He's quite good when Mönchengladbach plays the three at the back and he's the so pivot who protects the back line. And after that, I think his injury record was the reason that.
Yeah, because
Caught him
Ralph
down.
Ragnick also wanted him for Manchester United when he
Yep.
got in. That didn't happen as well. But do you think that we might have missed the trick for Arsenal not getting Zakaria as a DM?
No lah, I think
Looking at how
he
Arteta wants to play.
already. Lucky you all never get him.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Yeah,
I think in my
Lucky
honest
you're never
opinion,
games, you know, you'll be like party again.
I don't think no, he's not a party. He's not a party. I don't think he's press resistant.
No,
He's
like injury prone lah.
injury prone.
Saying
Yeah, and I
It's
think
not
like
press
what Mark said, I
resistant,
think
it's a
he's better
pure destroyer.
as a pure destroyer. As a pure destroyer. Wait, you just quote whatever I said. Okay, yeah.
Here we
So
go. Southampton are now set to sign Duhe Kaletaka from Olympic
Kaletaka.
Marseille.
oh really? Wow.
Deal collapsed for Lacroix as there is no agreement with Wolfsburg.
Wow, that's
Wow.
huge, man. Mark,
Hey,
we,
that fella has been linked to Spurs a lot, last
Mark,
time.
we
He was linked to Villa as well, bro.
yeah, we spoke about him just now. I completely rubbished that link, right?
Yeah.
I rubbished that link because why? This guy was so
Champions League.
integral for Marseille last season. Him and Saliba started every single game
Yep.
right in the League One for Marseille. That actually got them the second spot, and both of them have actually left. So I told Tips today, I rubbished that link. I said, no,
Yeah.
bro, he's not gonna leave. Marseille are not going to sell him. Whoa, Southampton.
So then they're making moves, huh?
Wow.
Lacroix is not
why-
happening. Lacroix is not
yeah,
happening.
Lacroix is not happening. Explains why they are willing to let Benarek leave lah on loan.
Wow, Mark. What can we
Where's
expect,
Benarek
man?
going?
Villa.
Villa.
Medical doing.
What
doing
can we
medical.
expect from Caleta now that they have also the Bella Kotchap? Bella Kocha, and now with Dush Caleta as well. Man,
Well, you guys
they
haven't
are
traveled to St.
performing.
Mary's, right?
Not yet, man. They are
You know.
performing magical stuff over there.
And the
Oh,
city
strong,
boy,
you know. That's really
Lavia.
strong pairing.
The midfield
Lavia,
Lavia,
yeah.
that guy is.
Who scored the screamer as well.
Yeah.
It looks like Zam is in a Zen mood. He's probably Dragon Ball Saiyan already. He's looking
No.
at everything.
Top of the
Lavia, no,
table,
because
trying
because
to
you guys
know what-
His
you guys were
vision
talking about
is
you
blurred,
guys were
bro.
talking about Lavia. I was just like listening like, oh Lavia, buy back course.
Can you look into the future? Are we getting Douglas Lewis, Zam?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
From Sky Sports,
From Sky Sport, no,
Leeds
no, no,
United are
yeah.
Leeds
okay.
United are still trying for a deal to sign Wolves forward Hwang Hee-chan.
I don't understand this.
I don't get it as well. I thought
I
the
don't
move
get
was
it.
just
Yeah,
made
me
permanent.
neither. I was baffled when I heard it the first time.
Yeah, why?
I thought he was just made permanent this season. What? To
Yeah,
Wolves. He was on loan last season.
loan last season, got
Then Wolves made
made
it permanent this
permanent.
season.
Why is he?
And then
talking
they
about-
want to
I
sell
think the
him.
dude scored against us once, right?
Oh yeah, he did, bro. 1-0.
Yeah.
He was the one who actually caught Gabriel's mistake,
Exactly. And then they went on a lead, and then after that we cashed up or something.
and then we caught up. Yeah, but
Yeah.
wait,
Yo,
this
this
one,
was
this is
from where one?
interesting.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, Mio came up with something else. Arsenal's agreement with Douglas Lewis. Oh no, that's done. Not coming yet. Okay. Official. Wow, Fulham now is official. Willian has signed for a 1-year deal.
Yep.
My
Bro, the video came out about good 4 hours back already, bro.
I know. No. You know what's good, bro? They are playing Spurs this weekend. All right, Willian
Beautiful.
masterclass incoming. He always does well, right? Noah against Spurs. You know that for sure.
Arteta masterclass. He sold William so that he can come back to Fulham and then he can beat Tottenham first.
Don't forget.
There will, be a,
Don't forget. In
there will
between,
definitely be a meme.
terminated his contract. Oh damn! Fulham, watch out,
The next one will also be Oba's one. Arteta sent him off so they can go back to Barcelona, come back to Chelsea, and then flop in Chelsea so that they don't win us.
Yeah, I wonder what the meme will be like when Aubameyang goes to Arsenal, destroy us, and then effectively costing us the top 4.
He's called Albeck.
Don't use that, You're not allowed to use halfback. Okay. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Right. Okay. What else? Oh, Julian Draxler. At last, he has actually made that long-awaited move, that dreadful move out of
Benfica.
PSG. Now to Benfica. All right. So that's done.
Jesus, you know how many times this fella has also been linked to us,
Yeah,
Arsenal?
bro. I tell you, if we do this another 10 more years, you will see me. I will see you. We will talk about Draxler again.
Exactly.
And
What?
Hassam Oye or Hossam Aye also, right?
No. Don't
I don't
pronounce it. Don't
I
turn
don't
it. Don't turn it into a Turkish name. All right.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Hossein Awa.
Hassam Awa.
Don't try twisting your turn inside out. Jose what?
Jose Liao.
Jose Liao.
Hossam Aye, like Telok Ayes, yeah.
Okay, we got 2 more minutes into the stream, and then right after this, we are going to cut for this. Guys, around the table, all right, I'm going to ask every one of you Douglas Lewis first, and then the second question, all right, are we looking at some big moves, right, happening right now from the time we end the stream until the time we wake up, which is at 7 a.m. That's when it's gonna shut. Tips, Douglas Lewis, are you gonna sell him to us? Why are you holding back? Why are you being so stubborn?
Waiting for Chelsea to complete their transfer so we get Gallagher and then sell Luis to you all lah.
Okay, so that will happen.
I guess it will happen. I think Luis will move.
Okay, Luis
Luis will
okay.
move. I don't think Villa is someone. I still believe they are not the club to hold the player back if they want to leave lah. So I think
Okay.
Villa will let him leave.
And on your end, you expect Gallagher to come in.
I mean, I don't expect Gallagher per se. I would like if a CM comes in, a central midfielder.
Hey, wait, what happened to that conspiracy theory link you sent us
Which one?
yesterday Twitter?
Dendoncker?
That guy is an international, never played in the Premier League before. Blah,
I
blah,
don't
blah.
know who this FPL lyric like. He's just trying to wind people up.
Told you already, right? Haris Harun. It's
That's
Haris
why I
Harun.
shouldn't be on Twitter. I think Haris. Yeah, Haris Harun. Yeah.
Okay, but you are expecting one more move from Villa tonight.
After these 2 that's done, yeah, I'm expecting one more lah, but I don't
Okay.
think it'll happen. But yeah,
Anything big coming from left field for any
From
of the
Villa?
clubs? Not from just in general. Michi Bashuayi to Nottingham Forest.
actually nothing big this season lah. I don't see any.
Quite a boring deadline day. That one deadline day we decide to cover. They have actually thrown up such a big party for us. Okay, what a welcome. Okay,
But
all
you
right.
still need to understand there's about good 4 hours left, bro.
Yeah, 4 hours left. I don't know whether I'm going to sleep after this because I'm catching Brendan Rogers masterclass after this.
Yes, yes, I'm
Next.
going to watch that too.
Brendan Rogers masterclass.
Come on.
Come
Don't-
on.
You don't do
guys are
this.
keen.
Okay, receipt taken. Okay,
Hey,
Lisandro Martinez.
watch along lah.
Don't want
Bro,
lah.
guys are
I,
keen, bro.
don't want lah. I want to be stuck naked while watching football. Don't know ah. What do you
You want
expect?
to play with your 2 balls, lah, basically.
The only 2 balls that we are getting is this weekend, okay, against Manchester United. All right.
Yeah,
Noah,
40, yeah.
come on. For Spurs, do you expect any late incomings from Spurs? Any outgoings? Nothing.
No. No,
Spurs are
unless
done already.
unless we go in for another mid winger, but no chance really, because
Mhm.
I mean the Spurs ITK
Nothing.
haven't been is silent, silent, dead silent.
You know
So
why?
it's-
Because that ITK of yours is actually Haizam. His eyes half touch already. He can't be bothered.
He's running on autopilot, bro.
Autopilot.
Autopilot really. No lah. I'm just listening intently while looking at it.
Delhi.
Okay, so nothing for Spurs, but do you think right now there will be a big mega move from anybody when it comes to the Premier League itself?
Now no. Very boring. Nothing.
Okay, nothing. Zam, Professor X, what do you see
No, that's-
in the future?
You wanna ask me about City late moves Or you want
Nothing lah. City tapau already lah.
I already said that you close shop already.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but if you are talking
But
about
on a
Douglas
general
Luiz,
basis,
yeah.
Douglas Luiz, I think 11 hour. I have the feeling that he will go to Arsenal eventually, but it's just 11 hour. But like what Tip say, is that merry-go-round roller coaster.
Okay.
One move, and I think the dominance will fall.
Will that be the biggest move for this deadline day? Douglas Luiz.
Douglas
Arsenal?
Luiz.
I mean, EPL, I think that will be the one, because if you look at it, like what you say earlier on, it's really the
All done,
anti-climax lah.
Yeah lah. True.
Anti-climax, like we didn't. I think we have players that we expect to go, not going. We expect players coming from other leagues coming in. You know, I think Chelsea will be the biggest surprise lah.
The biggest
And
one,
buying
yeah.
it,
But you see, if Lucas Paqueta deal happened today, right, it'll be a talk of the town. Will it be Newcastle or West Ham?
yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
yeah.
No, you're right. You know, actually, many people have actually avoided the transfer deadline. A
Yeah.
lot of transfer has been sealed
They're smart.
2 days prior.
2 days prior, yeah.
Crazy, boy. Mark, I know you are nervous right now because you're thinking, oh, we better don't screw up against Leicester, yeah.
Masterclass.
If not,
Brendan Rogers.
Masterclass.
Don't lah,
Tomorrow
please,
on-
lah. Please beat Leicester. If not, we go bottom of the league.
At least we have another fan here.
save Gerrard.
Ilanga lah.
Save
Steven
Steven Gerrard. Okay, Mark,
Steven
but then
Gerrard.
again, nothing on United side for sure. Nothing. Frankie De Jong last minute beat. No.
Nothing on my
I think
side.
Ziyech to Ajax. Ziyech to
ZH
Ajax.
to, oh, ZH to Ajax. Okay.
Because Anthony left, right? They only have Conceição. And Conceição is only 19.
Luis Campo? I thought Luis Campo came ready to Ajax.
No, I don't think it's enough.
Okay, all right. So that is
Ziyech
your so ZH to AX. All right. What about anybody big stars incoming? Depay? No. Yes.
I think stay already lah. After I think they sold enough to register. Actually, I saw Kunde got registered. I think that's it lah.
Yeah,
They don't
they
have to
started
just-
as ready.
Hey, but Mark,
Yeah.
again, interestingly, right? Because you guys have been really noisy. The noise level has actually hit crescendo with your fan base.
Mm.
What would you rate New United's activity for this summer out of 10?
I say 7 lah, because our outgoings are not much. All loans.
Okay.
Not good
Okay,
enough.
all right.
Yeah.
You've got a friend in Arsenal anyway. Spurs unconvinced by Gelson Martin. So sticking with what they got, Tottenham expect to be done. All right. So Noah, you can sleep in peace. Last one. All right. First and foremost, thank you so much, Guru, for coming up last minute. Coming up
no worries.
clutch.
Thank you for having me.
Right.
Like Gabriel Magalhaes, all right, for the winner against Fulham. Coming up clutch. First, I want you to rate our transfer activity. All right. With Douglas Luiz and without Douglas Luiz. And again, for this season alone, where do you expect Arsenal to finish? Bearing in mind that we have gone 5 times. 5 times.
With our Champions League. Absolutely. It's like a reoccurring bad nightmare. Okay, what I would actually rate our transfer would be, I'll say about 7.
Okay.
7-ish. Without
Without-
Lewis. With Lewis, maybe it might be about 8.
6.
Okay.
But it's still touch and go in that sense because you might not know whether he might really fit in or not,
Okay.
or whether he's willing to take in the whole mentality of, okay, let's go with Arteta's process. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be very frank, knowing Arsenal, for all we know, right, there might not be a transfer at all, which is going to
Yes.
happen,
That's why.
or a transfer might happen, which we never expected at all. It might not be Douglas Luiz, it might be Tielemans.
Jog from the King Power Stadium.
Last
No,
bus.
like I said, it might not be Luiz, it might not be Tielemans. It might be suddenly out of nowhere some new fella came about.
David
McTominay.
Lewis. David
McTominay.
Lewis. No, Douglas Lewis cannot get back David Lewis.
Yeah.
David Luiz bodoh
You
lah.
never know what is going to happen with Arsenal when it comes to transfer season.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, we have shown a lot of surprise MF kind of last minute transfers. So, and if you actually go and check out with all the last day transfers, right, we are the ones who have made a lot of last minute transfers.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case,
Uh-huh.
I find that it might not really happen. It's a 50-50 chance because I think we have already made the crucial transfers.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, and
That's
where
okay.
where do you think we will finish this season? Of course.
My personal feeling, I think we might be in the top 3.
Top 3. Okay. All right. Fair.
And finally, before we go off, yes, Ridwan, this Saturday is on.
Yeah, this Saturday, so we shall
I
see
hope
you 10 a.m. All right. Where is it going to be played at again? Kalsa.
Balestier Kausa, Premier Pitch.
Okay, Premier Pitch. All right, so we'll take it from there. But thank you so much, guys, for everybody that have actually watched us from minute 1 until minute 0207. I'm looking at, you know how I judge the time tips? The eye from
The eye,
Haizam. Yeah, I'm looking like how far back he has been close. But thank you so much, man. I never knew that this would actually have garnered so much good response. Thank you to every one of you. Do subscribe to our content, Napshot Studio, on all platforms, all socials.
Yep.
Guess
please
what?
do.
Next week we are coming back with last 2 shows, and then we'll be taking off a break because it's international break lah. We also need to take our break, okay? Because we've been
Yeah.
going 2 shows every week. But
We're
hey,
also traveling.
we are also traveling, right?
Yes,
For
right.
international. But to ECP, right? East Coast Park.
ECP, yeah.
Pitch.
ECP.
Okay,
East Coast
but
East.
then again, but this is again me and Anori. We've got Steven Gerrard, lover, which is Steven, right? We've got Bentelet Noah, Guru 49 undefeated, Mark, who is going to witness Brandon Rogers Masterclass, and also Zami, Half Clutch Eyes. Saying thank you so much. Be kind, be nice to everybody, and then enjoy your football. Watch out for our content coming next week. All right,
All
2
right.
shows.